Hello? Hello? How's it going today? How's it going? What are we doing? We're playing Fire Emblem on a weekday. I was about to say weekend, and I'm like, that's explicitly not the time that we are doing this. It's on a weekday. That's crazy. Yeah, it's because this weekend we're just going to play the Monster Hunter Wilds demo for the entire weekend, forever. We're gonna 76 out. What? 72 hours. We're not actually doing that, but I wish I could just play Monster Hunter. Did you see the super chat goals? I think that shit is so funny. Like, it's great. It's it's awesome. It's great that you can just be like, hey, our goal is to hit $69.69, and at $69.69 I will 69 myself. I don't know. We will execute Time Magic Protocol 69, and that's what we're gonna do. I don't really know. It's like, I don't know if this is how this works. Is that a promise? I mean, I should probably charge more than $69 for a commission. If that's what I was planning on doing, but no. Unfortunately, it is not a promise, because we haven't set the goal yet. It's not there. I didn't put it. But I'm like, man, this feature is... I feel like this is one of those features that I'd feel a lot less bad about if there were... How do you describe this? It's like... So there's like the core audience, right? And like, I appreciate that the core audience is here. We're just hanging out. We're having a good time. And then there's like the not as much of a core audience, right? And those people, like, they come in because something exciting is happening. And they're like, oh shit. It's like this VTuber's birthday, and like, I'm never around except like, oh, it's their birthday, so I'm gonna go there, and I'm like, oh, everyone's excited. So like, I'm gonna donate because it's like their birthday, and then I'm gonna be like, I've been watching you forever. Except they don't actually do that, but like they're really excited and they're having a good time. So it's the equivalent of selling out to all the people who don't actually watch your content. But I don't know why it feels like whenever there's like the core audience that's been there, I don't want to be like, guys, the sub goal today is 5. It's like, why is the sub goal 5? It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't want the 3 people that show up to my stream to be like, oh man, I hope we hit that sub goal of 5. It's like, I don't... It just feels strange. Feels strange to hold that over your head, right? Does that make sense? I don't even know if that makes sense. But I don't know. I feel like I don't remember who told me this. Who told me this? It was like there's like a principle, which maybe this doesn't track as true anymore. I don't know. Also, welcome Cesar, Sable, Poi. Welcome all of you. But welcome Snake. Hey. It's sweet in a way. Yeah, so hear me out. I was told this at some point in time, and I don't know if this was from the same source or this was 2 people and I made an inference, but basically the idea with a game like let's say you're selling a single player experience game, AAA generic adventure title, right? There are people who will pay $60 for it, But there are also people who are like, man, I've been playing Assassin's Creed forever, so I'm going to pay $80 for it. And then there are people who are like, I just have like way more money than everyone else, so I'm going to buy the $100 version just because I have more money than other people. And like, I'm going to always buy the most expensive option, literally just because I have more money than other people and that makes me feel good, right? And then there are people who are like, well, I don't really like Assassin's Creed. I didn't pick Assassin's Creed for any specific reason, just for the record. It's to prove a point. Right? And then it's like, well, I don't actually have a lot of money. I kind of like Assassin's Creed, but like, I'm going to wait for it to go on sale. And then there are people who are like, well, I'm only going to buy it if like it's a bargain bin, like $5 something with a whole bunch of other stuff. Right? So the point is that when you're selling to customers, there is a wide range of people that will spend a wide range of money on things, and those people will usually spend the amount of money that they want to spend if you give them the option, right? So that is to say, like, you can already super chat me unprompted. Like, you can just do that. And also the idea is usually, if you're like, here's $5, make this thing happen in the game, like, I'll just do it because it's funny, right? Like, unless it has sweeping consequences for, like, the game I'm playing. It's like, it's usually just more funny to do that. Or to try and make it happen in some way. So that already exists. So my understanding is that the people who usually, like, are membered or something, right, are like, here is your $5 for the month. This is what I feel comfortable giving you. So it feels like outside of that, if I ask for anything else, it's just kind of like e-begging. Which is basically what streaming is anyways. But that's not... I recognize that there is a lot more nuance there, but like, for real, I'm just sitting here playing a video game trying to be funny, right? If you think the jokes are funny enough to like donate money, I mean, great. But like, I don't know, man. So I guess like the point of a goal, and like, I think it's fine that there are goals if you're like, well, I'm not going to do this thing until you pay the certain amount of money, right? Like, there's a type of, I guess, gamification thing there that maybe because it's not in the customer's head to begin with, the fact that you're putting it there via like advertising, here's the goal, etc., whatever, that motivates people to do that thing, right? Like, the action can't be in their head until it's put there for some reason. Now, for some people, that's when someone says something really funny, then like, they're like, oh, well, I appreciate your content or something. Or usually, I guess what I'm saying is usually the prompting, so the chain of events is like something happens that prompts the viewer to think about giving the person money, right? And that thing can be literally anything, right? Whether that's like a funny joke, whether that's like a certain amount of time, whether that's like a major piece of content came out, right? Like, those things can prompt people to, like, they probably wanted to give something anyways, but they didn't have the prompting yet to do the thing, right? So in this way, you could say that a goal is like prompting the person to make a donation. But what I'm saying is that I feel like people have enough prompting already. Like, there's already so much shit that is like, I guess, stimulating people, that I don't like the idea of adding more to that, right? Like, I don't really like the idea. Like, it's like, oh man, why don't you have like 5 Subway Surfers on your screen? You know what I mean? Right? So I don't really like that. I think the vibe of this place is we're just here to hang out. We're here to chill, have a good time. And that's why we're here. So, yeah. Prompting people works. There's a reason YouTube has a super chat button flash when someone else donates. It's to prompt people to do the same. Yeah, exactly. Besides, donation goals have existed for as long as donating to streamers has existed. I agree. It's just like, I can't really justify like having, for example, a $5 super chat goal every stream, right? Like that feels weird to me because I feel like as the viewer, you're looking at this $5 like target goal to like, I don't know, like buy me a pizza. You know what I mean? You don't want to overstimulate us? How gentle? Alright, $5 and I ban Snake forever. Jesus. I mean, I'm glad I'm not streaming on Twitch. Because now that I think about it, I just realized. I mean, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe YouTube is kind of the same, but I can't say weird things. You know, can't say weird things because it's Halloween. Don't you know you can't say weird things on Halloween? Pop. Hello. How's it going? I'm also okay. All right. I know this has been the case for an extended period of time. However, in an attempt to not, where is it? Shit, where I don't know where I put it. Ah, it's this one. Okay. Filters. We should probably turn that one off. I think that's a good idea. Wait, no, it's this one. It's that one. Okay, we have to turn that one off. Is it off? I think it's off. Okay. Alright. Feel like now would be a good time. It would be a good excuse to turn that one off. Oh, man. Coward? I mean, that's why I said. I mean, if I was on Twitch, I would be banned immediately for existing, unfortunately. So supposedly that's how it goes. Yeah, that dog, dude, dog's going off. Dog's popping in the bottom left. Dog's just going ham. But yeah, am I spooky? Am I terrifying? Hopefully I'm terrifying to you. Oh my god, wait, I just realized. I would be terrifying to Twitch. I'm like the scariest thing they've ever seen. That's crazy. I would... What? Twitch jump scare! Oh shit! Oh man. I'm the scariest shit they've ever seen. But yeah, we were in the middle of support conversations. That's what we were doing, and then hopefully we'll get to more main story by the end of this stream. Yeah, unfortunately, I've been, I'm tired. I actually think I had a good sleep. I had a nice, like, sleep for 12 hours. Well, sleep for 7 hours, wake up, and then sleep for, like, another 6 hours. And it wasn't the kind of sleep of, like, oh, wow, I slept a whole bunch, and then now I feel terrible. Because that's, you know, that's a little different. It's wow, we slept and feel very energized, and then I used all that energy, and now I'm tired again. It's kind of funny, because I think about the 4 o'clock streams, and the reason why I put them there for something like Slay the Spire, maybe less so for Dustborn, I think about it. But the purpose was that Slay the Spire was just supposed to be an easy, like, don't have to think about it that hard stream. Because if I actually wake up and do things, then I'm tired. And the problem is, though, that it's like the reverse for everything else, right? So if I instead streamed first, then like I'm just tired for everything else, and I'm like, ah, shit. Which is why I can't do this at like 9 in the morning and then like just boot the entire rest of the day. You look like you'll inflict everyone with a dark element high chance of insta-kill? What the fuck? Wait, is that a thing? Can I do that? I unfortunately don't know the reference. Oh no. I can only assume it's Yeah, I can only assume it's like a RPG thing. I'm going to stop asking questions because I don't want to know. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can make it through 2 hours. Yeah. Wait, you know what I could have done? Oh, I'm so sad I didn't do this. Maybe I should. Oh, but it's gonna be Halloween tomorrow. Ah, man.
Say no.
I was gonna say I should have made all my hair black. That would have been really good.
It's like this.
Did anyone see?
Thoughts? Say no.
I didn't actually watch or look at any of this happening, but Jelly just has black hair now.
Professor.
At the moment from FaZe, or I mean, sorry, Alice. I don't know what creepypasta shit is going on over in FaZe, but I was like, that's kind of interesting. That's cool. I like these. I guess not ARG because that's the augmented reality game, but like the
Say no.
not. It's not augmented reality. What are they called? Kayfabe? That'd be kind of like the wrestling term for it. It's like when you go meta,
Say no.
right? It's like if I rebranded my account to say like Von Milkia, and then I was just, oh, I could have been Von Milkia for Halloween. Ah, shit. Oh, we went in the opposite direction though. Yeah, I'm small because I was like, so the reason I said I was tired was because that's my excuse for. I was thinking of making a maid outfit, and then I was like, nah.
Right.
I'm too busy doing other shit.
Say no.
And I was like, what if I... Over the summer, I was like, oh, what if I made a swimsuit? And then I was like, nah. I feel bad, because I'm like, one of these days I will, you know, I'll do art again. It's kind of like the same thing with music. I'm like, yeah, one of these days I'll do music again. In 3 years. You have a real maid outfit? Nice. That's poggers.
Say no.
What about Von Milky? I miss her. She's This is where we put the super chat goal. Are you ready? We make it $20. $20 Von Milky appears. And then no one donates for it. It's gonna be great. I love it. Maybe that should just be the generic. I just make it $20 and say Von Milky jump scare. And then call it a day. I was like, damn. But if people wanted to get jump scared by Von Milkia every single stream, that'd be like $80 a week. That's like more than my unemployment. Someone sent me a meme a while ago that was like, it was like an anime girl rolling out of bed.
Say no.
And it was like, me getting up for my unemployment at 2 p.m. or something. Me struggling to get out of bed for my unemployment.
Say no.
I'm assuming it could have been like any other job, but yeah. Yeah, it's a little too real. It's a little real.
Hello there. Say no.
Sadly relatable. Yeah. Unfortunately, I am consigned to work on things that don't do anything.
Right. Say no.
Yeah. Which I don't know if I'm supposed to be like actively advertising this or something, or I don't know if like
Oh no.
there will be problems.
Say no.
Listen, man, I don't know. But a model that I worked on might be debuting soon, so that's cool.
Oh no.
It's been a really long time.
What?
I've been working on it for a really long time, and I can't help but be extremely self-conscious about it.
Oh no.
Because, like,
Right.
it's supposed to be making it for a friend, but also I feel like the expectations for it were very high. The amount of redos of things that I was required to do was very high. But yeah, I don't know what they have planned. I'm pretty sure they're live right now, which means you should not go bother them. Where are they? I don't know why I feel so self-conscious checking. Give me a second. Yeah. She's just like AFK, I think. Or dead. It's just dead. But provided that there are no terrible misdos, undos, there are no terrible, extremely horrible, terrible, awful, terrible things. I don't know how many times I can say terrible. Provided that there are no awful, terrible things that are terrible and awful that happen between now and 7 EST tomorrow night, my friend Agumi should be debuting her new model on Twitch. I believe that is when she said she is doing it. It is actually going to be a thing that I worked on that will hopefully be debuting. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to actually advertise it or not. But she basically just plays DFO on Twitch. She doesn't really do much else. So if that's not your type of content, I don't want to like force people in a direction or anything, but I think that's happening. There's like one more there's one more quality control check that needs to happen today after stream. I'm not concerned at all. I'm very concerned. So you can check that out if you would like.
Okay.
But yeah, it's on the list of, you know, projects that are done now. So, well, hopefully, I don't know. Probably still more things to change. Anyways, that was a tangent and a half. But we have supports. Oh, I'm not gonna stand on the frickin' sound trigger again. Which one do we want to listen to when we come back? The yippee music or the wartime music? Yeah. I'm pretty sure she's just like live in AFK, which is funny. Hey Yumi, welcome! On the topic of people who are actually using my work, hey look, it's Yumi! How are you? How's it going? We're playing Fire Emblem, and I just got finished awkwardly trying to advertise that maybe another one of my models is debuting tomorrow at 7 EST. That's crazy. If you actually go, please don't be weird. Please don't, you know, do an appropriate amount of foot sniffing. Not like an inappropriate amount of foot sniffing, because that's like weird, right? But yeah, how's it going? We have supports to listen to. I should probably actually like start these so that I can pretend to pay attention and then not comment on them.
Just as I thought. But what is she hiding?
Oh, Linhardt. My apologies. I didn't mean to bother you.
Ah, Marianne. You're no bother at all. In fact, you've arrived at precisely the right time.
Huh? The right time for what?
You have a crest, don't you?
I don't... What are you saying?
Looks like you're running with knives? Wait, what do you mean by that? Like I have knives? Knives? Now, what if I did this? I just stood here like this. So I can show you how small I am. I'm so tiny.
If you hide it, that just makes it more interesting. You do have one.
Going good, and yes, I actually have been using the model when being a part of other people's streams, and everyone loves it, so I always give you a shout out. Thank you, Yumi. I appreciate that. I really like your
My
model.
adoptive father told me to keep it a secret.
on the topic of, you know, I guess works, and I don't really know what I'm saying. What the hell am I saying? But the point is, I actually like your model a lot. Not to say that there are explicitly models that I super hate or dislike. It's just like, when it came out, I was like, man, the ribbon physics on this goes so hard, it's actually insane.
And I personally don't want it known.
Who said I intended to tell anyone? Your secret is safe with me. I find it fascinating that you carry the crest of the erased hero.
Please stop, don't say another word. No one should know about or even speak of my crest. Nothing good comes of it. It's even the reason my parents disappeared. This crest only brings bad luck to anyone who comes near me. Even you, Linhardt, you have to stay away.
Bad luck generated by the crest?
Hey Kane, welcome.
Now, that would be a discovery well worth making.
We're just watching
What
supports.
manner of bad luck do you suppose might beset me?
No, you shouldn't be so cavalier about something you couldn't possibly understand. I have to go.
VRM's in the VR chat model, so I'll be able to advertise you even
It's
more.
true, I don't understand.
VRM? Wait, what's
I
that?
very much want to.
Oh, like a... Is that like a Vroid model? Is that what that is? Okay, okay. I was like trying to fill it in my head of like what that meant. But yeah, shout out to Marianne just being like, my crest brings about disaster, and it's like, what is your what is your evidence for that? It's like, well, when I'm around people, it brings about disaster, and it's like, oh. I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting because surely there's... I wonder if there's like some kind of supernatural... Like literally some supernatural aspects to having her crest that literally brings bad luck. Kind of in the way that they were implying with... Oh, who was it? It was Catherine and someone else. They were talking about how their crests brought the rain or something. And they were like, I'm not very superstitious, but also this crest definitely brought the rain. Because to me it seems more like a self-fulfilling prophecy thing where like it was Lysithia, okay. Yeah, but the idea was that you can what was it? Yeah, I feel like the theming for Marianne's crest is more like, well, if you have people tell you you're a bad omen and a piece of shit for the entirety of your life, then you kind of like start believing that, and I think it's more like a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing, right? Rather than like obviously she has very low self-esteem, and she thinks she will like bring about disaster and stuff. Labeling theory, I'm unfamiliar with that, but yeah, basically like just, you know, accepting like a negative self-image and then it like destroying your entire life. Shout out to Flower for being the best VTuber model. Thank you. I appreciate that. I am glad that my work is being used for something and that people enjoy it. That is all I can hope for, I suppose. Because I like fluffy physics things. Look at the dress. Also, Kane, I don't think I want to know what the name is. I don't know. It feels like you're saying... You're implying sussy things, but... I don't know. I'm just, like, a big fan of this. It's not even that good, now that I think about it, like, in relation to what I could probably do now. But it's just wobbly. Look at how wobbly it is. It just wobbles. Wiggles. Just a big fan. I don't get to use this model enough. Right. I was like, what do the feet look like again? Just had to confirm. I just had to confirm that I still put feet on this model. It was a small confirmation. That support felt a bit odd considering we did Marianne's Paralog recently. Yeah, definitely when you... I think it's always weird when you do the C supports, like, very, very late. Because they assume right that C supports will happen a lot earlier on. Stuff. It's a game with really good lore. Oh no. I just like Linhart's Cavalier attitude disaster. I'd love to know why that is. I was like, oh, I wonder why that happens. That's crazy. Oops. We've already seen this because Bernadetta was in our other playthrough. So this is where Felix approaches Bernadetta and then she just like fucking shoulder throws him into the ground. It's dope. I think, Kane, I will politely decline. I think I'm good. But I appreciate you clarifying first. Oh my god, wait, I thought we were watching a Yuritsa support, not the other one. That's crazy. Oh wait, I just realized you can't have Yuritsa Flame supports. Because, I mean, obviously, but also, man, wouldn't that be really funny? I think that'd be really funny. Oh, man. Oh, man. I forget what kinds of toggles I have. Oh, right, I have glasses! Oh, my glasses! I was like, what toggles does this have? That's what I was looking for. Look, I'm a tiny librarian. Tiny baby. Oh, I was like, is that the entire support? She just has a fucking breakdown and then falls asleep.
Nightmare.
Okay.
You're awake.
You're finally awake. Tried to cross the border. And got caught by the Skibbity Cap police.
Yuritsa.
Yeah.
No, it's Miritsa, not Yuritsa.
I am not a professor.
Wait, stop.
You're not
Why?
Yuritsa.
What did I do?
Oh,
What did I do? I didn't even do. Why? Why was that deserved?
So then, who are you?
Yuritsa.
I feel like I feel like you're too much of a boomer to say Skibbity. What do you mean? I have the most Skibbity Cap Riz. Shit. What else? No cap for real. I got the Gat. Not on this model, but I have. Guys, I'm a Rizzler. I'm a Rizzler. Are you ready? Are you ready for the Riz? I am desperate. That's the Riz. That's Rizzler. Exact. That was my Riz. Yo, what if his name was Yurizla? Whoa! First truth uttered thus far. Girl, do you have a pulse? Because I'm desperate. Sorry, there was this really good. I think it is like one of my favorite GG clips so far. Was where she tried to trash talk two other Hollow members because she was prompted to trash talk, and she's just like, "All right, hear me out. All right, I've got the sickest trash talk for you. Do you have a pocket mirror? Because I see in the mirror myself." And then it was that just like 8 more times. It's the best. It's the best.
I don't understand.
You know what'd be awesome? I wish there was a mod for Fire Emblem that just changed all of the characters into Giga Chads, and then they just spoke in like Rizzler Skibbity Toilet language. Is there anything else? I don't know. It's only been a year and my mom has already publicly embarrassed me. Wait, what? What do you mean? There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Maybe you should go back to sleep. Oh my god.
Look, are you Professor Yuritsa, or aren't you? Please make yourself clearer.
I am Yuritsa, but I am not a professor.
A Yuritsa who is not a professor? So there are two Yuritsas running around the monastery?
There are two Yuritsas. Man, that face. Oh my god. Flower with glasses is cute. Thank you. Yes, this tiny dummy in fact has glasses. A tiny dumb model. Is there any... I swear I have other toggles. I changed my bangs! What's that one? Oh, I'm holding the lad. Except I think I'm not holding the... It can change myself to have the default hair! I don't know. I think we're gonna stay with the short hair for now. How long? Wait, how long is it again? I don't remember. Oh, it's like very long. But it's not so long that it... You know what I actually kind of wish I did with this model? Was that I make the hair so long that it like drags on the floor. And then it's just like at the bottom here where the feet are, it just like drags across the... like where the shoes are. I think that'd be really cute. Sorry, every time I click it to VTube Studio, I like close all the other things. Have like floor collision. Yeah, basically. I don't know how I would do it, honestly. Because it... The thing about like VTuber models, right, is that it's just like everything is either physics or it's oh, sleepy. Physics that like go back to 0, like it does a wave, for example, right? Like there's an impulse, or there's just it detects a parameter and then goes to that parameter. So I don't really know how it would you would make it reasonably flop across the ground, but that'd be interesting. Put a clear texture so the hair rests on something. Yeah, it's just because it would be wow, thank you for the splash. I appreciate that. But joke's on you. I already changed it. I changed it, loser. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. So they don't get banned. Yeah, the thing is, like, there's no actual collision or coding or anything. I mean, I'm sure you could add stuff because VTube Studio is made in what's it called? Made in Unity. So I'm sure you can add stuff, but my brain's too small for that. I guess you'd have to pick how it sits at neutral. Well, I guess if I had to code it, right? What I'd probably do is like, you know, probably do something with the physics parameters, and then that outputs like a push function to change another parameter of where the hair should be sitting on the ground. I mean, I guess that's how I'd probably do it. Like, in the same way that you would, just, like, do generic movement in, like, a platformer. Just do the same thing. It's like, push it using the actual, like, Unity functions, but... that's, like, a lot of effort. And also, I don't actually know if you can, like, open VTube Studio itself. If you can open the actual project itself. Because I never, like, looked into this stuff. Just rig the whole thing in Blender, no big deal. No.
Oh, wait. Aha! I got it. I get it now. You're no longer a professor. Therefore, you're just Yuritsa. Plain old Yuritsa. Our professor isn't a professor anymore either, but doesn't mind the title. I guess I figured you'd be fine with being called professor as well.
When I was
You hate Blender?
it was simply
Fair.
a task. Nothing more.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like there's a lot going on in that skull of yours, Yuritsa.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, 3D modeling is just a whole other beast that my brain doesn't like. It's like, for all of the complexity that happens in a 2D rig, as in, like, these are just PNGs, guys. Like, I need you to think for a second that this is just, like, a PNG. All of this is just, multiple, like, flat PNGs that mimic 3D movement. So you need to do a lot of stuff to make that actually work. But in 3D, it's basically like the other way around, right? Where they're like, no, the creation process is going to be obnoxiously difficult. But once it's done, we can render things with a camera, and then like all of the 3D stuff just works, and then it's great. Which is wild. I have no idea how people figured that shit out. The entire creation of 3D as just a general thing is so ridiculous. The name Yuritsa is funny for me. Yeah, I mean, it's... I was gonna say it sounded like your pizza. You're a PNG? No, you're a PNG. Got him. Ha! Get dabbed on. Wait, hold on a second. Damn, do a flip. Get flipped on, nerd. I should animate the Club Penguin dance. just Club Penguin dance on people. I'm still trying to wrap my head around how my friend is going to turn a 2D PNG into a 3D model. Well, the thing is, they need to make it, right? Like, that's the idea. So, if you're unfamiliar, like, I know a little bit of the process, and this is like, how would I say? Like, if you make a character sheet, right? And then you have all of the angles, right? Then you can use them as a guide in the background, and then basically what you do is you would, like, you would... It's not really tracing, right? Because, like, you still need to do all of the other stuff that you have to do in 3D. But you model around that thing. Oftentimes people work from bases. You can also, like, make your own base. It's like, I know what all these things are in theory, right? You can also sculpt, which my understanding is you, like, pull and push vertices, but in, like, clumps. More akin to, like, using clay. But if you put, like, my face in the background, and then you have, like, a side view of my thing as well, then you just, like, rotate it around the camera, and then you, like, pull the depth out while doing the 3D modeling and stuff. And then also you could... You're like, oh, that's its own strand, so, like, I'll put a hair strand there. So it's like, I know how these things work theoretically, and I've done a very small amount of 3D modeling, but it's not... Like, there's a lot more depth and complexity than I care to learn. And I have too much other shit to do.
Bernie, what the heck are you even doing in the infirmary?
You took one look at me and passed out.
Huh? Don't be silly. There's absolutely no reason I'd faint at the sight of you, Yuritsa.
So, he's gonna put on the mask? Whoa! That face! That's a face. Why did he make that face? What the hell? What the fuck? Was he trying to scare her? What was that? I don't think we've seen this one.
Oh, Petra.
Because I don't believe we had Petra
Researching
last
something?
run.
Yes, I am investigating useful fighting techniques. You're always trying
Need
to
me a
become
man who
better
scowls like
fighter.
Yuritsa does.
Personally, I'm sick of all the battles.
Oh no.
You are feeling sick about battle?
Damn.
Oh, I understand. Yes, I am also wishing for this war to finish quickly.
Is this... This is how other... how do I say this in English? How do I words? It's not as if I had to say it in English. It's that, like, where the language was the problem. How do you say this? This is what they call, okay, I want her to look at me like I'm walking garbage. You know what I mean? So it's like the same kind of vibe, right? Like Yuritsa scowling like that, that's the kind of vibe I get. Right?
Sooner the better. I don't even remember the last time I washed my hair.
Yes, it is hard to be braiding your hair when it is damaged
Bro.
by lack of care.
Imagine the smell.
Speaking of, you know, I don't think I've seen many
It's
braids
so
like yours,
bad.
Petra. I assume it's a hairstyle from Bridget? May I take a closer look?
You may. This style of braiding has been passed down through my family.
How very elaborate. That must take a long time to do.
Your words are delighting me. Braiding it does take up a great amount of time every day.
Girl, you're spending a month straight in the monastery.
Oh, I
Watch
suppose you couldn't
out.
sleep with your hair like that, could you? When there's time, do you think you could teach me? It would be fun to
I'm not
match
gonna
up
say
now and
anything.
then. And once I learn how, I can help you with your hair. What do you think?
I am really liking that idea. It would give me great happiness to have our hair match.
I'd like it too.
Dorothea, before I had confusion. I thought you were being overly familiar, but then I gained understanding. Now I am knowing that is how you show your kindness, and I have much gratitude for that. It is impossible to be imagining life without you. You are precious to me.
What the hell?
What a lovely thing to say.
What the?
I might just cry.
If you will be crying, you can have my... my shoulder. For your crying.
Damn. That's cute.
Oh, I was just playing around. But if I ever do need a good cry, I do hope you'll lend me your shoulder.
My shoulder will always be available for you.
Oh, yeah? So I don't even need to make a reservation or anything?
Nope. Alright.
Reservation?
Nothing.
For my shoulder?
Oh, I just meant...
You get my DM on
You
Discord.
know what? It doesn't matter.
I don't generally check my other Discord, so I don't know. Probably not. How recent was it?
What matters is that I enjoy spending time with you. It makes me stop worrying about marriage and status.
If that is the truth, then will you be coming to Bridget with me?
Because I guess the thing is that I don't really have a reason to be on the account, I guess. Because I don't manage a Discord, and I don't, I'm not really in, like, other people's Discords. 8 days ago, I probably haven't seen it. So, I mean, I can check. Should I check it now? Is it, like, urgent?
Huh?
When this war is finished, I am wishing for you
The
to
only reason
receive
I'm asking
my
is because my
homeland.
Discord is closed currently.
You are?
I'd have to open it.
Oh my.
That's so much
I'd
effort.
love to, Petra. As soon as the fighting is done, I'd like nothing more than to see Bridget with you.
I don't know how time manages to both be extraordinarily slow and extremely fast. There's so many people! I don't know. I feel like the last couple of weeks have been very, very long. It's been so long. You know the name of the Fire Emblem character in the picture? I mean, if it's not from this game or from Engage, then I probably wouldn't know. Because I don't actually, like, play a lot of Fire Emblem games. I've only played 3 Houses and Engage. We have also already seen the support, so we will skip it.
You're following.
We've seen most of Felix's supports. I think we've seen Felix and Lysithea already. Don't remember what it was about, though.
Yum.
Lysithea is eating cake. God bless her soul.
So delicious. I'm so content in this moment.
Right, and then Felix is like, I saw you eating cake, and she's like, no you didn't.
Felix!
Yeah. Skip.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
How long did you expect me to stand here?
Me when I'm content in the moment.
I did just say sorry, but I could say
What's
the
the other thing she says? In this situation, me when I'm in the situation.
You were pretty slow to settle on a time.
I can't help having a busy schedule. Plus, I thought you could use the extra time to prepare.
We could go back and forth like this all day, or we could get started.
You were the one who kept me waiting. Let's begin.
On my signal?
Hurry up.
That's better. Okay, go!
Let's see what you... A pit trap?
That's right. How you feeling down there?
What the hell? So they did a 1v1, but then
Captain Gerald taught me
she
this one.
put him in a pitfall trap?
You're heavier than you look.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting that.
If this were for real, you'd be dead. Aren't you glad I put straw down there instead of spikes?
Yes.
What? Were you just going to kill him?
I suppose
the
your laziness
fuck?
was a ploy to distract me.
You're not wrong. I did it to rile you up, draw you in. You're capable, confident. I was counting on that.
Yeah, what the fuck, Leone?
Think about Captain Gerald's
What the
training
fuck?
now.
His technique worked and you won. What else is there to say? Winning is all that matters. You drew my attention to a major vulnerability. I'll need to be wary of traps. Thank you, Leone.
Seeing as you're thanking me, can I ask you a favor? Will you come watch my next training session? I'd like a few pointers about fighting in close quarters.
The loser must pay tribute, I suppose. Yes, I'll help you train.
You will? Thanks!
Man, what the heck? What the... You fell for my pitfall trap. Get styled on, loser. Be funny. Okay. Haven't seen this one.
Hey, I'm about to take out the trash. Got anything you want me to take?
Yes, me.
How about these? Just some old study notes of mine. Wow, that's quite the pile there.
Hey, Rance,
Sure
welcome.
it's all fine to throw away?
Of course. It's all safely stored in my brain now. If I concentrate, I can access any of it with ease.
Why am I not surprised? I wish I had even half your power of concentration. Okay, here we go. Ugh, this is pretty heavy. Well, it'll be a good workout. Oh, but you were telling me not to take my training so lightly. Still, can't hurt to get a little exercise in. I'll just take it at a run. See you later.
You jumped in on a Leone support. Yes.
What is it, Lysithia? Was there something in that pile of paper you wanted to hang on to after all?
No, that's not it. There's just something I want to say to you. I'm sorry for saying your way of doing things was inefficient. You've clearly grown plenty strong, doing things as you have. Not to mention, multitasking and training in that way surely presents interesting challenges.
Well, sure. But if everyone has their own methods, then your methods aren't wrong either.
Whoa! Crazy! Whoa! Crazy non-dualism support. That's crazy! Whoa! Insane! Guys, it's 7 billion leagues deep. Whoa! Yeah, but for sure, I think oftentimes the Fire Emblem dialogue ends up being very stiff.
All you did was share them with me, so there's no need for apologies. Still, it's probably beyond me to imitate your levels of focus and concentration. How do you even manage to throw yourself into only one thing like that?
I haven't much choice. I can't waste even a single moment.
I can understand that. I'm sort of the same way. I hate feeling like I'm not getting enough work done. Anyway, you should just do what works for you.
You've got something you want to achieve, right? That's why you feel pressured to study so hard.
Yes.
Then focus on what matters to you. Leave the rest to people who have the time for it. And hey, if you need any heavy lifting done, you know where to go. The way I see it, it's all training.
You know, Leonie, you're so kind, so strong.
Whoa, what's with the compliments all of a sudden?
I was just thinking what an incredible partner you'd make. Really, you've got all of the
What the hell?
qualities.
No, you can't compliment Leonie. You can't do it.
I'm not
Stop.
saying that. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
You're making me blush. What a strange way to compliment someone.
It's okay. Lysithia's like dying, so... Mrs. Steele, you girl? Yeah, if she gets paired to Lysithia, we can't marry her. The $75 would be in waste. I'm getting cucked by Leonie. Shit. Not the cuckening.
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it?
Stole your dad, stole your wife. I know, right? Unbelievable.
It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you.
She's talking about a horse.
Hey, Marianne, what are you up to?
Nothing.
Really? I was sure I heard you talking to someone.
It's so cute. No.
By the way, are you free right now?
Is there something you need?
I was about to go buy towels and soap, but the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way, but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never
What
given it
the-
much thought beyond that.
Huh? Yo. Could you imagine? You store up a bunch of bacon grease and you're like, hold on. I gotta grease myself up. I gotta get oiled up with the bacon grease.
Oh,
But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right? Obviously, I give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful for your help.
no. I don't deserve that kind of praise.
Really? I don't think that's true. Come on, you'll be doing me a big favor.
My adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery.
That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again.
I should stay. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste. And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leonie.
Are you serious?
What are you, stupid? You some kind of dumbass?
Now, hold on just a second.
Damn, that's crazy.
You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that?
Well, you see, Leonie. Allow me to introduce a concept called self-esteem. Usually requires you to have some amount of self-awareness, which I can tell you don't have. You know, based on anything you ever say about Gerald. But you see, Marianne does not, self-esteem very low. Like there's the ground. The self-esteem very low, like below ground, like lower than the ground. It's subterranean. Very low, very bad.
If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight.
Yes, clearly Marianne is telling you to fuck off. Obviously, that's definitely the reason.
Sorry for the unwelcome
Oh my
invitation.
god, Jesus!
I won't make the
Yo,
same
relax, Leonie! Relax, she's already depressed, relax! I mean, it's a C support, it's, you know, what else could you expect? What else could you expect? It's fine. But also, damn, holy shit! That was crazy.
Well, look who it is. Emile, it is you, isn't it? Are you feeling more talkative than when I saw you last?
Yo, what the hell? Wait, they know each other? That's crazy.
Do not call me that.
But your name is Emile.
Oh, look
You can pay 3 mana to exile something and have it return back to the battlefield.
Imperial General. Though you seem idle enough now, might you spare a moment for a proper apology?
Yeah, I mean... No, I expect from, That's Emil, not Emil. You're right. But, I don't know, I think in C supports, they definitely pop off a little bit more. They're a little more aggressive, you know what I'm saying? Like...
Could you not have even informed me when dear Mercedes left House Bartels? To say nothing of the scandal you caused. Granted, I can hardly blame you, that family being what it was. But did it never occur to you that I ought to have been consulted? We've only known each other since childhood. Such callousness, such rank insensitivity.
Yeah, that that was that conversation for sure, Rance. God.
Emil,
Rerun yourself now. Constance, go outside! Oh my god. Damn, that's crazy. Be depressed now! Depress yourself now!
You think you can escape? I won't be denied this time.
And then Emil simply walks outside, and then Constance is like, ah, shit.
You may think yourself skilled with a blade, but remember that my spell work is peerless. Dealing with you would be no more than a murmured word and a flick of a finger.
Constance, you can't just kill the person that is currently in the army with us. You can't do that. Also, like, he's a... Oh, wait, actually, no, doesn't Death Knight have low resistances? No, they don't, right? They actually have higher... They have normal resistances, but the only way you can kill him is by using the, like, Shred Resistances spell.
Restrain yourself, Constance.
Damn. She could kill you, she could do it easily. Yeah, I mean, that's the strange conceit that I've always thought of as far as, like, any magical system ever. Once again, it's just like, I mean... Like, it's very, very easy. I guess when the powers are latent, right? That's the problem. Is like accessibility is extremely, extremely high. I don't know.
I am the model of restraint. On the contrary, Emil, it is you who insists on being so.
I said not to call me that.
You know I've not slipped from using General Lyrilyte in public, and this is the thanks I get. You've always been the sort to keep your own counsel and let others draw their own conclusions.
Would it kill you to be silent for once?
Emil, stop! This isn't over!
What the hell? What the hell, Constance? Murmured words and inflict fingers work without magic too sometimes. Jesus. What did you mean by this? What did Snake mean by this? What the heck?
Oh, no.
What the hell?
Thoughts?
Yeah, Constance is a dancer. I don't know. I feel like the Roomba sword attack would probably do a lot of damage to Emil, I would imagine. So we have like 10 activities that we can do. I was thinking of doing them before people got here, but anyways. Never understood insane anime magic systems where people can blow up mountains. Yeah, I think the idea, it's very strange, I guess, that, like, for me, it feels like, importantly, it depends on the degree of destructive capability, right? Yeah, because, like, you know, we already... I think there's, like, a big thing about, like, well, let's not blow up innocents using weapons of mass destruction, right? Like, we've We've kind of all agreed that that is not the outcome we want for humanity, right? But the problem is, when anybody can just train to be an explosion mage and learn the big explosion magics, like literally anybody can learn to do that at any point in time by simply training their magic capabilities. It's like, I get very confused why not every single, like, it almost feels like every single, like, large place, like a monastery or a castle, like, it feels like every single place would need to be protected by, like, giant-ass magical barriers.
Definitely.
Right? Yeah, and anyone can learn protective bubble magic. Yeah, but to what degree, right? Can you, like, protective bubble your entire house? Right? Like, this entire cathedral would need, like, talismans and inscriptions everywhere, no?
Okay.
I feel like that's what I would be doing, right? Is I would just learn, like, protection bubble level 99 and just put it on fucking everything. Right? And I think the way that it differs in abstraction is specifically just the degree of capability, right? Like, stuff like... You could just, like, mind control people. It's like, do you need to... Does that mean... Like, people get taught lessons in, like, anti-mind control magic? Like, is that the... I guess that's the requirement, no? Right? Would it not be basic training to learn how to... You know, cast counterspell? Right?
Definitely.
But it's like, I'm gonna try counterspelling your thing, and then they're just like, I cast World Fire, and it's uncounterable. It's like, what the heck?
Hello.
Yeah, I guess there's an argument to say that oftentimes, like as Reigns is saying, like, there are particular people who can cast magic. Like, it is a lot more selective, and because of the fact that we are in stories that typically center around the main character, or, like, the main character's cohort, like, we see the people that can cast magic, but there's, like a dozen people who are just, like, the fish keeper, right? So, it's kind of the same. Like, I would say that the distribution of people who have immense power and the people who have no power is maybe similar, right? Yeah, maybe they all get taught Ethics of Magic 101. It's like, I just don't know, right? It's not clear to me that people would come to the same conclusion around, like... It's like someone could just, like, destroy the entire monastery out of nowhere. Surely no one would ever do that. Hee Edelgard, hee. Like, I don't know.
Definitely.
But I think this is...
Professor?
I think the actual point here doesn't matter, right? Like, I think this entire discussion is for naught, basically. Because, like, in the context of a story or a game, we have this really powerful thing called the suspension of disbelief, right? So that is to say, if the world hasn't exploded because people aren't doing big explosion magic, then that's probably because people either aren't capable of doing that or don't want to do that. It's the magical thing taught by SpongeBob a long time ago called imagination, or the suspension of disbelief, where you can simply believe that everything works, and then it works. Yeah. Your enjoyment of media will improve the less you criticize. Shockingly.
Definitely.
That's why I despise fantasy anime world building. No one really thinks about the consequences of the fantasy elements they write. I'm not as doomer. I heard there are people who do care more about that, right? Like, relatively. I guess I can't really think of any. But there was a delineation that I was taught a long time ago called, like, soft or hard magic systems. So soft is I go, like, shoobity boobity, and then I cast spells. And then it's like, how does it work? It's like, I don't know, magic works. You draw upon the mana of the universe, and then it just works. Right? And then sometimes there are hard magic systems, which are like, No, the magic can only be cast when you have, like, the... I don't remember what it's called in D&D terms, but it's literally, like, you need... In order to cast fire magic, you need to have, like, matches on you. And then the way that it works is that the matches become a source for magic to work, like, to start working, and then you, like, expand it via mana. But the base thing needs to be there, or even, like, complex ritualistic magic. Kind of similar to, I guess, like, Full Metal Alchemist. It's, like, relatively more hard-ish magic. Like, they try to have a reason for everything. Yeah, components, sorted into verbal. In D&D, it's somatic and material components. Exactly. So sometimes it's like, you have a lot of very specific things, and then sometimes you don't. Yeah. It can be hard to ignore nonsense explosions that make no sense. I prefer grounded things and rules. Yeah, I think it depends, right? I think, as I've said multiple times, it's kind of like, I can't force you to, like, just suspend your disbelief. But I think that there is a balance. I've said this multiple times. It's a balance. So there is likely more things that you could be capable of suspending your disbelief and could enjoy that you simply are not doing, right? Like, you are not taking enjoyment into your own hands. And then there are some things that, just based on your own experiences, are going to be very difficult for you to enjoy, right? Like, there are some things that I just don't enjoy. I did not enjoy Fooly Cooly. That's one example of, like, a show that's supposedly quite good, that people like a lot, that I'm just like, this is obnoxious, I don't like it, right? So, it's a balance. It's not A or B. It's like, well, maybe if you notice that you're getting irritated because there are no rules to the magic, that you can just stop caring and be like, is there anything else for me to enjoy? Right? I think the same thing for narrative, right? So, for example, I think the conversations in Fire Emblem are relatively, like, robotic, as Lobster pointed out. Like, they can be pretty robotic, a little rough to listen to, but I just, like, don't care, right? Like, it doesn't actually matter. So I don't know, big shrug. The difference between a wizard did it and a wizard did it, and this is how it was possible. Yeah, but what I'm saying, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is, like, think for a second, why do you even value the explanation? Like, why does it matter whether there's an explanation or not an explanation? So I've explained a principle. The principle is suspension of disbelief. And there are people who are not you, who are capable of suspending their disbelief and enjoying something when there is lack of explanation. So what is the difference in you that cares about why there's an explanation or not? Right? It's subjective. And probably based on your own experiences for some reason. So for me, that happened a long time ago, where I was like, oh, I'm just being a... You know, I'm being pedantic. Like, I can see myself being pedantic, and then I just dropped it. Because I feel like analysis and logic is only useful when it is actually useful. Otherwise, it's kind of like... I'm just, like, killing my own fun whenever I do that. Be a regular person. As said, some powerful magic would be restrained for those at the top, and even then other powerful people would stop them. I do think sometimes fantasy authors add things because they feel they have to sometimes, but the scale isn't inherent HQ. Yeah, as Poi said, I think oftentimes there's like, okay, well, how many people know it? Or people could very easily have Protection Bubble cast at Arcane, and then it's like, whatever. What? Formatic in D&D, somatic, verbal, material components. Every spell has what is required, defined, but the actual flavor for everything except material components is written in the rules. Yeah, so for example, something like D&D, we could believe that obtaining materials to cast magic or learning the somatic or verbal components of a spell is actually very difficult for people who are not magically gifted. So for example, like, there are some people who can't stand on one leg. Like, it's just immensely difficult for them. Like, their balance is so bad. And then I get really confused because I'm like, what, are you telling me you can't, like, You can't stand on one leg and snap a roundhouse kick? Like, what's wrong with you? That shit's really easy. Like, it's like one of the most basic kicks ever. Like, what are you doing? Right? But the reality is, even in our own universe, like, there are people who just simply cannot execute things. Like, they just can't do it. So, what's to say that people who have magic cannot also just not do the basics, right? If something isn't explained, just assume it has a reason, and it really doesn't matter what that reason is.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And once again, I can't force people to believe this, right? Like, there's no... The unfortunate thing about me explaining all of this to you is that, like, when you sit down and you watch or, like, try to enjoy something, if you think back to me telling you this, and then you still have the friction inside you that says, like, well, this is bothering me, no amount of me explaining this to you over and over and over and over and over again is going to change the fact that you are discontent with the thing that you're watching. Like, I can't actually change that for you, right? It's literally impossible. There's nothing I can do, right? But, you know, I guess I'm speaking from my own subjective experience that, like, it's possible to an extent. I don't think it's possible 100%, but it's a balance. As I started this with, it's a balance. What you're capable of pushing in your own boundaries or balances is up to you and your capabilities. I accept the premise as it is provided and just judge it by my personal taste. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the thing too, this is another thing that I think some people don't recognize, which is something that, yeah, I guess this is like a thing that some people don't... I'm trying to think of the best way to word it, but it's that, like, some people like judging things. I mean, I would actually go out on a limb and say that most people like judging things, in general. Like, we are a very judgmental society, right? It's why you run into the problem of people saying their opinion is fact, right? Like people really, 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 really enjoy judging things, right? But that's not really a problem, right? I'm not judging the fact that people like judging things, right? It's just that, like, it's a thing that we can partake in. And for me, the line in the sand was when judging things ended up ruining my own, like, enjoyment of things, right? So I personally saw that there was a flaw in judging everything that I watched by seeing that it was ruining my own experience. So I stopped doing it, right? But the thing is, you can also do it because it's fun, right? It's kind of like a cycle, right? So you are in place A, you can go to place B and be like, well, actually, maybe I can enjoy this thing this way. And then you're like, you know what? But also I wanted to enjoy it the other way, right? So it's a balance. And you can, like, be in point A or point B or both at the same time, right? It doesn't... You just, like, do what you do.
Say now.
What do you mean? The things we say on the internet don't automatically convert people to our worldview? I know, that's crazy. Well, I think the thing is, right, people believe that the things that they say do actually affect people, which I believe that they do. I think that's part of, like, how our society is structured. What I'm saying, or trying to pay credence to, is the fact that since I've worked in education before, I have an understanding that if someone doesn't understand something or doesn't get something, it's pretty difficult to move the needle on that, right? Like, when you're trying to teach someone, you're not explicitly trying to just put information into their head. You're trying to trigger the mechanism of understanding, right? Like, that's what's actually going to help somebody. And the thing is that it sucks because I definitely know I have my own roadblocks, like in my personal life, where it's like, yeah, I just, like, this is clearly the way that I see it in my brain. Like, my brain literally cannot think any other way, right? On particular things, right? Like purpose and meaning. Like, I just don't... Like, no mechanism, theory, or philosophy has, like, solved purpose and meaning for me, basically.
Right.
It just, like, doesn't work. And I'm like, man, I really wish there was some kind of, like, internal compass change, because that would probably, like, be very useful for me if I could figure it out, but, like, there's just nothing. Very cool. super awesome. So I'm painfully aware of the fact that, like, well, if there's no trigger of understanding, like, it's not actually going to help you, right? I can tell myself over and over and over again that there's, like, purpose or meaning, but, like, it doesn't do anything if I don't believe it. Well, A, if I don't believe it and I don't understand it. So, yeah.
Say now.
Logical consistencies have been downplayed far too much in recent years. I'm not trying to understand. As a person who judges, I do indeed like to judge. The judging of judging things. Yeah, it's like, judging is fun. That's why we do it. That's great. A, procreate. B, raise children. Yeah, but what if I'm not motivated to either of those things?
Professor.
C, make art. Well, what if I'm not motivated towards making art?
Okay.
I just do it. In nature, there is almost no other meaning to life. Yeah, and then there are people who are like, well, you need to make your own meaning to life so that it works. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, that doesn't work either. I don't even know what to tell you. I'm just like pressing buttons and taking actions. Embrace the flatness? Sure. It's like, I'm just taking game actions, dude. Like, I feel like I'm playing the longest, most drawn-out game of EDH I've ever played. Like, I just have all this mana, and then I keep casting spells, and then nothing's happening. And then I get mana, and then I cast spells, and then nothing happens. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know, man. But again, so here's the thing. It's like, so procreate, raise children, right? You could say that that's a meaning. But the thing is, like, the subjective importance of that being a thing, right? Whether you assume that having some kind of biological coded mechanism to procreate, right? Or you could say that there's, like, biological mechanisms to say that, like, socializing and stuff is important, right? All of those, whether those are important or not, is subjective. Right? Like, is it supposed to be important because it's already there? Well, then what about people who, like, actively work against biology? Or, like, find meaning in doing that? It's like, there's no...
Say now.
Yeah. It's like, meaning is far more subjective. It's like, yeah, I mean, I just... But the problem is, like, whenever you try to ascribe some kind of, like, societal, personal meaning, purpose, whatever, right? My problem is nothing's really stuck. Like, I keep throwing spaghetti at the wall, but nothing sticks. Right? So, I don't know what to tell you. That's called depression. Sure. Yeah, I don't necessarily know if I see it that way. Try throwing something less slippery than goddamn spaghetti. Yeah, I don't know, Lobster. I can't really agree with the premise that, like, there needs to be a value judgment that assuming extending a species, like, finite lifespan is actually important or not. Right? Like, I think that is already an assumption, and that's the problem with the argument, right?
What?
Do you need meaning? I think you can live without it. It's hard, though. That's what I'm saying.
Definitely.
Right? It's like, why is there a subjective value judgment on whether or not meaning is important or not? That's why I'm saying I'm so surprised when it's like, oh, I mean, like, why does it even... Like... That's what I was saying from a, like, utilitarian perspective. I was like, well, if there was some kind of meaning, or I felt some kind of meaning, then, like, people report that there is, like, more motivation to move towards things. So I'm like, damn, well, if I could figure out this meaning thing, it'd be super useful. But, like, you know, it seems to be working without it. Exactly, it's kind of like a, I don't know.
Say now.
People report that it makes their life good, and then I guess I want my life to be good. Right? So there's, like, I think there's a value in saying, like, well, I want my life to be good. Because when it's not good, like, the suffering's pretty bad. I don't like suffering. But then there are also things that are like, well, why is there a value judgment on whether suffering is good or bad? Like, you know what I mean? How did we even get here? What was the thing that triggered this again? Oh yeah, people like judging things, and then I was talking about how it's like the lens of judgment without judgment with non-dualism. That's how we got here. It's like you can just judge things because it's fun, and then you can also what I'm suggesting, or what I was posturing out to people, is that you, as much fun as judging is, you can also potentially try to recognize when not judging something would make it more fun, right? I'm saying that there's more than one option. There are more plays. You can have there are different lines. You can take different lines.
Say now.
Nothing means anything. Have fun forever. Maybe. Saying that a species can choose to cease to procreate is basically just nihilism from a different path. I don't know if I agree with that.
Definitely.
Is Flower a weird nerd or a cute nerd? You be the judge. I don't know, man. I feel like I need to go on an existential rant at least once a month, otherwise I go insane. So, unfortunately, because you're here, you are subject to my brain rot. Personally, I don't think there's just one purpose. I've seen multiple people in my life find completely different purposes. Yeah, Flower's a virgin nerd most often. Hey, you don't know that. You don't know that. What if I'm Takashi? I've gone into a tunnel and yelled segs. That's basically segs, right? The brain rot is real. This is what the flat-chested knight baddie does to a motherfucker. Listen, I'm just trying to be real. I mean, you know, and here was the thing, right? Is that, like, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the last time we had a discussion, Lobster, was, like, largely on the premise of, like, importance, subjectivity in general. I mean, I don't know. So maybe this will become a running theme, but also I don't necessarily feel the need to, like, say these things every time. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I do have the feeling to do it every time. It's not like every time. The thing is, you can deter, like, basically any conversation into this and just make it about existentialism, but I don't do that every time. Sometimes I just want to talk about cute anime girls. Very different. Very different conversation. Actually, wait, yeah, so, like, where did, what was the last support we watched? What was it about? Oh, it was Leonie Lysithia? Was that what it was? I don't know. I'm trying to remember what the other context for this was. Oh, Yuritsa? It was Yuritsa.
What?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Let me see.
Yuritsa Constance. Oh, yeah, it's because Constance was being, like,
Definitely.
being a little shit. And I was like, stop being a little shit, Constance. But yeah. Yeah, so here's the thing, right? Whenever we ask why is that an issue, right? There's, like, the obvious answer, right? And I think we understand what the obvious answer is, right? So that's fine, right? And I think the thing that I've recognized more recently, maybe it's recently, is that, like, if you ask yourself, why is that an issue? And then you have an answer for it, it's like, yeah, it's not that complicated. It's like, why do you stream? Well, it's like, I like talking to people and going on schizo tangents about existentialism. But not every time, because sometimes I just want to, like, thirst over anime girls. Right? Like, it's not that complicated. It's like, literally just not that complicated. Right? But it's, like, not very satisfying. And I think the reason it's not very satisfying is because I wish it was more complicated. But the thing is, it's not. And then I get disappointed. Right?
Definitely.
Because my mind just wants to, like, chew on something. Because it's a, like, baby that just, like, wants to shove something in its mouth and eat it. Right? So, which is unfortunate. right? Because I'm like, damn, well, I just trapped myself, didn't I? Where it's like, well, you know what the answer is.
Okay.
But, like, it's not satisfying. Nothing says existentialism like talking about how cute nuts keep Exactly, 100%. Alright, what was this about?
Say now.
You aren't God or in charge of people, so why think like that? A person who refuses to judge the worth of an idea is prone to fall for failed ideologies. Okay, so let's clarify something. So we'll ground ourselves a little bit, because once again, I think the purpose of why I do this, or like why I foster these ideas, is just to satiate my own crippling existential dread. But like, let's think about this for a second. If we assume value in any kind of goal-oriented anything, like as soon as you have any goal or any salience or any importance in anything, we can clearly see the value in judgment, right? Because if you have a goal, like let's say I want people to like me, right? And then you go like, okay, what are the parameters of having people like me, right? And then you judge that, and then you can accurately judge what makes people like you or dislike you. We can clearly see what the value of judgment is, right? Which is why I was suggesting that judgment of judgment does not help, right? I'm not suggesting that people should be completely non-judgmental, because we clearly use judgment for useful things, right? That's why, like, it doesn't matter. But what I was trying to tell you, right, specifically for people who are extremely judgmental, and this was me, like, probably 7 years ago, and I thought this was very important for me to learn, was that I can enjoy more things by not judging things. So, let's follow the logic. I want more enjoyment in my life. That is the qualifier. In order to get the most enjoyment out of life, I can judge less things. Therefore, I will suspend my judgment when it suits me. So I'm going to judge whether I should be using judgment or not using judgment. That is the actual logic. But the thing is, people who are like people who hyper-intellectualize or can only use judgment, like, feel the need to use it all the time, right? And then they get stuck in this trap where they just, like, ruin 50% of the things because it doesn't meet their qualifiers, right? And then it's kind of like, I mean, you fucked yourself. Like, the game was rigged from the start, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And here's the thing, is like, I'm gonna keep explaining this, but, like, this literally doesn't matter to you unless you get it, right? Like, unless you can actually see a moment where it is, like, valuable to you to not judge something for the purposes of enjoying it, this literally doesn't mean anything to you. You will, like, literally, it doesn't matter. I'm, like, speaking air at you. Like, does that make sense? It's fucking ridiculous.
Hello.
But yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I was saying, like, I think it's interesting to consider the concept of soft and hard magic systems, because, like, when it's a soft magic system, you just kind of go like, okay, I mean, it just works, and then, like, you just don't worry about it, right? My favorite game of all time has faults, but I still love it? Sure.
What?
And the thing is, it's like, you don't have to disengage from it, but you can disengage from it, so I'm going to choose to disengage from it. Why does that matter? I get to choose when I want to disengage from it, so I'm going to disengage from it. One I don't think is entirely wrong, however, it's important to be able to listen and turn off my lens. My grandpa wasn't, and now that he's gotten older, is not able to listen and only judges. He's extremely blind to the world. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, ideologies are, like, primed to die. I don't know the how else to say it. Things change all the time, right? So getting particularly attached to any method of judgment is not super valuable, in my opinion. Right? Like, I could say a bunch of stuff about game design today that ends up being not correct in, like, 3 years. And then it's like, well, what now? Which, by the way, I wanted to say something that was very interesting, because I was taught there was different research from psychologists, I think, in 1960, that outlined three pillars of motivation, and it was about to meet. You join groups to meet personal needs, and it was belongingness, achievement, and power. And I was like, wait, that's super interesting. That's just self-determination theory, except 40 years in the past. So, I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting to understand the things, right? So it's like, well, if someone wants to join a group for achievement, it's like they want to display their mastery over something, right? Or like competency. They want to feel competent. They want to achieve something. They want to belong to the group, so there's like relatedness. And then the thing about power that I thought was very interesting was that they outline wanting to join groups for the purposes of power, right? Like to either to learn more knowledge or to... what was it about power? What? It's like you want to be able to achieve, like, accomplish things, not the achievement itself, but you want the capability or the option to accomplish things.
Definitely.
Right? So the purpose, in that case, is to give the group a sense of autonomy. In my opinion, the purpose of why you would want to join for power, right, is so that you have control. Like, you get to choose what you want. You get to choose what the group wants. There's autonomy, right? So I thought that was cool. I don't know. I just... On the topic of dying principles or ideologies, I was like, damn, these people wrote the same thing, like, 40 years apart. That's crazy. I mean, it's entirely possible that the researches were based off each other, or the frameworks were based off of each other, but I thought it was interesting.
Say now.
I mean, in this case, Lobster, well, maybe I should read the first paragraph first. Judgment and the actions you take because of that judgment, I feel, are conflated too often. There are tons of things in society that I judge harshly but still tolerate. Yeah, my problem with that, right, or once again, like this came from one simple point, which was that you don't have to judge everything, right? That was the point. That is the only lens I'm trying to clarify, right? Which is that it's like, okay, so what was the actual point of taking the judgment in the first place? Right? So if you say, well, I judge something and then I tolerate it, well, like, tolerating is a lot of effort, right? So I could say, like, I don't like tolerating things because it's effort. So I'm just not even going to have the judgment in the first place. Because I don't have to waste energy on tolerating things. Too many people think if someone says they hate something that they will attempt to ban that something. Well, I mean, like, here's the thing, right? I'm just confused how we got here, right? Like, definitely. It's very clear to me, right, that your mechanism of logic and judgment is, like, really important to you, right? And as soon as I'm trying to, like, explain that this thing that is immensely important to you actually has a flip side to the coin, and that you can, like, afford to just enjoy things, that you're, like, dying on this hill for this thing, right? I'm just, like, confused. Right?
Say now.
So, like, I'm fine to keep yapping. Well, maybe I'm not. I do actually want to get, like, a thing done. I wanted to get the next piece of story done. But also, it's like, yeah, you don't have to, like, judge yourself for judging or not judging things. It's just available to you. It is an option. It is a tool. It is a thing that you can choose to do, if you would like to. Which you don't have to. Because oftentimes, you won't choose to do it because it's not actually useful to you. Right? I tolerate Sonic Forces, and that's me complimenting it. Incredible. Absolute cinema. Peak Kino. How did we get here indeed? Welcome, Ken. I don't know, I just started yapping. Unfortunately, I did this to myself. I pretended to be smart for 2 seconds, and then this is my penance. The universe keeps reminding me that every time I try to be smart, that I'm a fucking idiot. Here's the thing when trying to process new information, which no matter how smart you are, impossible for you to have completely logical picture of the world. Judgment can blunt you having? Oh, like understanding. Oh, having things you hate will make it hard for you to truly open up to when you need to, so it's important to me to be able to turn it off in said lens. Yeah, it's like, I think this kind of goes to the topic of salience, right? So judgment is a good way to, like, this is a thing that I actually, once again, let's view the perspective that this is both useful and not useful. There's two things, right? When you judge something, that lowers the salience of that thing, right? So if you go like, well, I don't like that thing, right? That's a judgment based on subjective qualifiers or whatever, what have you, right? And then you go like, well, I don't like that thing. So it lowers the salience of it. If something's not important to you, you won't remember it. So I will therefore go out of my way to lower the salience or importance of the thing so that it's not important to me, so that I don't have to remember it, right? So that's like a pretty good way of using it. Also because it's fun, right? So so the flip side is true as well. So if you don't judge something as much, you could potentially raise the salience of it. Another thing. Like if you can see the value in something, or suspend your judgment long enough in order to see the value in something, right? Requires some kind of suspension. The suspension of disbelief even. Things you hate will make it hard for you to truly open... Oh, yeah, I already read that part, yeah. At least you get the reminder. Some people go their whole lives not knowing they're idiots. Yeah, I don't know. I understand... What's the saying? It's like, the only thing I know in this world is that I know nothing. That's how I feel on a daily basis. Okay, so... We were gonna do monastery goals.
Let me see.
We were gonna do monastery goals. There's still people to talk to? Did we not talk to people yet? Oh god.
Was largely unfounded.
Yeah.
A truly clever man would have realized defeat was inevitable and surrendered. Or failing that, he could have rallied the Alliance nobles.
You know what I'm sad about?
Fighting chance.
I'm so sad. You know what I'm so sad about? We didn't have anyone come into the chat and say, "Why aren't you playing the game?" That's what I'm sad about. Because if there isn't a way to, like... if there isn't at least one rando coming in during a monastery sequence telling me why I'm not playing the fucking game, like, what am I doing with my life? You know what I mean? Your character's gonna have excellent stamina by running all these laps, for sure. Why do you have to be like this on this route? Because he's great. He's awesome. Why are you playing the game? Exactly. What's wrong with you?
My only opportunity to tell him so.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, Lorenz. Appreciate you, fam. You're
It
awesome.
goes without saying, but Garreg Mach is the most important sacred place to the Church of Seiros. The Knights of Seiros will try to get this place back by any means necessary. I don't think they're going to stay in the kingdom capital forever. We should stay vigilant.
Don't worry, we've got awesome defenders like... Oh, fuck, it's not Flame. It's, Flesh. Wait, I just realized, do we have Flame on this road because we lost Flesh? Was it the... No, other way around. Do we have Flesh on this road because we lost Flame? Guys, we needed to have a cute little sister character. Otherwise, the plot cannot continue, so therefore we introduced Flesh. Shit. Do we have more people to talk to? I really don't remember. Because my problem is whenever I check the map... Oh, we can see there are people to talk... Shit. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. 100%. If you're not getting traumatized while you're playing Fire Emblem, then what are you doing with your life? Okay, what was the... Okay, first of all, we have people to talk to. We need to talk to the people. And then we were probably going to get to a map after that. I think we should all punch Lorenz. Yes.
The majority is with us. This conflict will end soon. I am so moved by the Alliance Noble's decision. That is true nobility, acting in accordance with the people's needs and wishes. As war drags on, those living near the front lines inevitably get the worst of it. We will not see such a peaceful resolution in Fargus, I am afraid, as it is ruled by the royal family, not a council of nobles.
Okay. We're about to kick some ass, I guess.
Did you meet my father in Deirdre? I guess he'll be responsible for controlling the Regan territory and maintaining popular support. Not really sure what all that means, though.
Yeah, same. You should study
You're
more.
probably right. I'll do my best.
Please don't be level 8, because that's bad. Hi, Peace. How's it going? How you doing today?
Right.
Man. There's like 1 or 2 people in like every place. It's so frustrating.
Right.
Doing good. How are you? I'm doing all right. Just went through my automated script of existentialism, and now we're trying to play the game again. I don't know what to do with my 10 activity points.
You were a mercenary.
We're at the end of the
Were you always
month, right?
prepared for that?
Great to be a mercenary? To kill people as a mercenary, that's what she was asking, right? Never friend. Oh, we've actually already done this, haven't we? No,
That's
I don't know.
reassuring. I don't think I'll ever get used to it.
Can see him lashing out in grief, like, why didn't he give up so he could have
My hands
survived?
shake just thinking about it. I didn't
yeah.
want Claude to die. Does that make me soft?
Yes. You should have killed him in cold blood. Might as well eat so you can sauna next month. Yeah, we could do that. We could eat. I think eating is... eating delicious food.
Professor. Claude Von Regan. What an interesting character.
Vaughn? They're also a
Beneath
Vaughn?
that compassionate exterior, he was always cold and calculating. Ordinary fools run headlong into combat without even considering the possibility of defeat. But to consider one's chances and to prepare for plans to go awry, that takes real intelligence. I have to say.
Hubert, are we the baddies?
Beyond words.
I don't know. I think Byleth is kind of a baddie. What do you think? In a little bit. Look at those deadpan eyes. With no emotion or soul in them.
What do you say?
What else do we got? Oh, Flesh! We can go talk to Flesh. Talking human flesh, not dead flesh.
Okay.
You weren't paying attention. Stop listening to me.
They call
Flesh.
Lord Rodrigue, who's defending Aryan Road, the Shield of Fargus. He used to be on friendly terms with Dimitri's father, the former king. There's no chance that he'll surrender to us.
Ask a Twilight fan. They'd call Hubert a baddie. Why is Hubert such a baddie? God. This is so cringe, but the other day I was trying to explain, because we had to use, for like an assignment, we had to use emojis, basically, to describe something about ourselves. I would give you a chance to select in your mind what you thought I chose as the emoji, but you're wrong because I'm just as cringe as on stream as I am in real life. So the emoji I picked was the pensive emoji. And then I unfortunately had to explain to, I was explaining the assignment to, Mama Lyria. And I was like, yeah, so the joke is that, like, you know, you can write something like, damn, why Hubert's such a baddie? And then you put the pensive emoji. Like, that's the joke. Mama Lyria didn't have much to say about it. Unsurprisingly. But, you know, trying to explain it. I wanted to explain it. You know? Do you not just like pensive emoji sometimes and you're like, damn. Damn, why Byleth look like that? That's crazy. Damn, why Byleth got the... what's it called? Shit, what is this called? What's it called? I was gonna say skin suit. It's not skin suit. But it's, I don't know what these are called. It's on my other model. How do I not know what it's called? What is the black part of this outfit called? It's the stuff that's more close to your skin. That's like a, it's like a stocking texture, except it's against your, it's like on the upper half. I don't remember. Chest sock, that's what I'm gonna call it.
First Lester, and next Fargus?
It's supposed to be pronounced Fleisch. Oh,
Professor,
shit.
fighting
Bodysuit?
Fargus? Isn't there some way we can come to an understanding?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like a bodysuit. No, there's no way for us to become
I don't
understanding.
see how we can avoid what's coming. Truthfully, I hate the idea of planning to kill people I used to be so close with. I guess everybody feels that way, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no other solution. We must carve our path of blood. Yeah, I think it's kind of like a bodysuit. Body stocking, I think, is actually maybe. Inside Flower Mom. Lord, please tell me why I didn't pull out when I had the chance. Yeah, I am a serial failure. That's just real.
I just wanted to help out my brother Randolph, so I aspire to be a soldier. My brother puts his life on the line to fight, so I'll put everything I have into it too. Eventually, the enemy will attack, and when they do, we'll defend this place to the bitter end.
You know, for some reason I don't believe you, because you're tiny. Listen, I have a feeling that if let's say, for example, there was someone holding a spear, like Dimitri, for example. My thought is that if you tried to do anything, that Dimitri would activate blender mode, and then unfortunately, we have to answer the question, will it blend? It's Rodrigue's best friend, exactly. Nothing else, they have very different first impressions, which goes a long way to different... Oh, sorry. Ferdinand and Lorenz are definitely more similar than they are different, but to call Ferdinand Lorenz with more depth feels disingenuous. Yeah, I think the idea is that, like, Ferdinand at least, like... he acts more like a golden retriever. Whereas, like... You know? He's like a fluffy dog. Whereas Lorenz is, like... I don't know. Annoying? He's like a monkey. Annoying monkey. Just throwing shit at me every time like, they say literally anything. What are we doing? Talking to more people? Oh, we haven't talked to Edelgard. We should talk to Edelgard. Hey, Edelgard. Lady Edelgard. My movement speed has been reduced. Please help me.
If the Alliance falls, then the kingdom will... There's no time to waste. If we hesitate, we risk losing the initiative. I do think we should let the troops rest, though. We must maintain morale, Professor. And let's make sure this matter stays between us. If it gets out, I'll struggle to forgive even you.
Hey, what's the problem? Sure, I guess. I wish I could have pressed her on it, but... felt like the wrong answer. Yeah, Lorenz is... I mean, hey, if I wanted to just be dumb and, like, live my best life, I would live like Lorenz. I would just believe the things that I believe in and then just not give a shit. It sounds fun.
The Lester Alliance is no more. 300 years of history. Gone and done. They write operas about events like this, you know?
Sweet. Are you gonna write one?
Played by the most handsome actor of the time. Hearts will pound as he takes the stage. A diva will play 80. You'll fall madly in love, even if it isn't historically accurate.
Damn. Dorothea knows what's up. It's not historically accurate, just for the record. I was gonna say zero intention of marrying Edelgard, but it's like 35 out of the total pool of like 150 or something. That is the actual exact chance that I would marry Edelgard.
Professor, I've been exploring the Holy Mausoleum. It's quite interesting.
I have a percentage chance intention of marrying Edelgard.
Would allow us passage into the Holy Tomb, but I'm unclear on how to activate it. My research hasn't turned up much. It may come down to asking the Archbishop for details.
That's a thinker.
We'll see if it's worth the trouble.
I was totally listening to you. Yeah, Poi, I don't know. I felt like it was the same thing that I felt about, like, the concept of, like, pirates. Because I played a One Piece campaign a long time ago. Welcome, Alfredo. How's it going? I played a One Piece TTRPG with some friends of mine. And then I talked about how, like, at a conceptual level, I don't really like One Piece. I mean, I have other complaints, right? But the purpose here, or, like, One Piece, and also, I guess, kind of, like, the Chinibyo archetype, right? Is that I feel trapped as a person in, like, I can't just believe something with my whole ass and then just do it, right? Like, I can't do that. Or, like, I can't be so dumb to just, like, you know, believe the entirety of nobility and then just, like, do it. And then be like, why do all of the girls hate me? There's nothing wrong with me. It's the nobility. It's a nobility problem, right? So it's kind of like freeing, I suppose. The idea is that it's a little bit freeing to just, like, not care and just believe what you believe and then not worry about it. Because I think more or less in, again, society, like, people will judge it, right? But for people who have strong beliefs and don't care about other people judging their thing, they'll just, like, keep doing the same thing and then, I guess, die one day eventually, maybe. Who knows? Right? So at least that's my experience with... sorry, we got to hear from the concept of pirates. So I was like, you know, I'm not super huge on pirates because I don't care about the fantasy of being free or out on the open seas or anything like that, right? I mean, maybe there's some desire for freedom, but, like, I don't know, it's just like, you just don't care. It's like, I mean, I wish I could be as cringe as a Chunibyo, but I, like, can't, right? Like, I don't know, if I didn't have any self-reflection, I'd probably still be trying to do a girl's voice, right? Does that make sense? Well, it's like, if I didn't care, I probably would have ruined my vocal cords by now. So it's good that I didn't do that, but there are some people who it's just, like, nice to be stupid. And just do it. It seems a lot less complicated. It's, like, so much easier. Why exercise judgment when you don't need to? I just find that it clashes too much with me for some reason. Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, it's like, I don't know, for people who have, like, beliefs, right? The thing is, like, the judgments become really easy because you understand your beliefs really well, right? So you just, like, snap them off, and then it's like, well, I mean, if you hate anime, then you're like, all VTubers are bad. It's just, like, really easy. And because, like, you don't have to question your beliefs. You just, like, know them. It's like, wow, I wish my life was that easy. Whereas, like, my mind goes, wow, that, like, that person who says all VTubers are bad or cringe, I get kind of mad because I'm like, well, I mean, I think there's value there that you don't see. Right? But then at the same time, it's kind of like, no, but, like, I understand that they have their own belief structure, and I'm curious to understand, like, what interaction they had that made them believe that anime is bad. I wonder if it's this, or these things. And then ultimately, that'll never actually know the answer to that, so there's nothing I can do about it. So the reality is that, okay, well, I mean, they're going to choose to bluntly follow their belief structure, and, like, I'm not going to be the one who convinces them. Right? Do you see how that's, like, 99.9% more annoying than just saying, that person doesn't like VTubers, fuck them, bum bum bum, and then they just, like, you just, like, yell at them and throw them under the bus. It's, like, way easier. Like, what a way easier way to live your life. Like, holy shit. God, I wish. I say, God, I wish that were me, like, a lot of times. Normally, it's in relation to getting crushed, or, like, whacked against a wall. By the way, Monster Hunter Wilds is this weekend. I'm really excited for that. But, like, you know, usually when a dinosaur is, like, crushing me, or, like, stomping on me, or, like, you know, caving my ribcage in, something like that, I'm just like, man, God, I wish that were me. But in this case, it's more like, man, I wish I was just, like, a dumb noble. Just like, life would be so much easier.
Hey. Oh.
Yeah, if your beliefs are commonly held in taught beliefs, then they likely won't be challenged much. Yeah, I agree. Why don't they like anime, and does that reason apply to VTubers? Is there a disconnect in their logic, or is there a correlation between the two? Well, I guess the logic would be, and again, we're just writing fanfiction here, this isn't a real thing, right? But if they go like, well, I don't like the aesthetic of that thing, right? Every time I see the aesthetic of that thing, it's bad. Or maybe they have mental connections to people who like that aesthetic and being like, you know, degenerate nerds, right? So they're like, well, I don't want to associate with degenerate nerds, which you can see some amount of correlation with, or like some value in, because if they avoid degenerate nerds, then they can hang around people that they actually care about, right? So it's like the logic works out for them. But it's kind of like, okay, well, you don't have to say that to my face because I'm just like living my own life. Why you gotta be judging me, bro? But honestly, yeah, that's why I go like, I mean, it doesn't matter, it's fine. People have their reasons. But to unapologetically, like, just like, believe your own beliefs. Sounds like a fun time. Just like remove this brain of mine. I think there's a lot of reasons. Like I said, aesthetics is one of them, right? They could also have tied things with, you know, any other kind of connections that they make. Like maybe they have something against like cam girls, for example, and they associate that with every female VTuber, right? So I don't know. There's a story I heard of a sports commentator who essentially called pro wrestling fans mouth breathers who eat their own boogers, despite one of their coworkers or friends being a fan of it. The human brain and psychology is wild. Well, yeah, because it's like, I mean, they just like, we're just making shit up. It's like, who's to say? Pro wrestlers are pro wrestling fans are mouth breathers. I know three people who watch pro wrestling, one of which I think is an extremely intelligent individual who I respect very much, and one of which who is a very hardworking individual who is miles more successful in the material world than I am. Like, their job goes crazy. Like, they work really hard, and it paid off for them. So, like, I mean, who's the stupid one now, right? I didn't watch pro wrestling. Maybe if I watched more pro wrestling, I'd be, like, doing better. I know that you weren't saying anything, Alfredo. I'm not, like, questioning you at all. Like, that wasn't my intention. I'm just saying that it's, like, it's so bizarre that we just make this shit up, and then it's like, I mean, there's no correlation. Well, I guess what I'm saying is that there's, like, for Lorenz, he basically always reframes everything as, like, well, they're just beneath me, so, like, that's why they didn't like me. Right? Like, their defense mechanism is so strong that it just fires at any given opportunity. Life must be pretty easy. Whereas I'm, like, being cognizant of a defense mechanism is important for me, because otherwise I would just call everyone idiots. Which is not true. That's, like, just literally not true. It's just, like, some random bullshit that I'm saying to make myself feel better. Right? In industries they despise, but yes, money, but still. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Professor.
That kind of defense can isolate you and build resentment in others. Yeah, but it made me feel better, so why does it matter? So, Lorenz has clearly destroyed all of his interpersonal relationships by calling everybody around him stupid, and he doesn't seem to care. We were on this tangent for a lot longer than I thought we'd be. We should probably... Right, we talked to those people. We have... Man, we actually aren't going to get to the next map. That's so crazy. I don't know. How much you want to bet we can beat the next map in like 15 minutes?
That? Yeah.
Oops. Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. Thanks, Lysithia. Appreciate that. Well, for Lorenz, it does, except for the fact that he does change since he's written to be sympathetic. But he still has his noble compatriots who wouldn't question him at all, even if he burned all the bridges in the game. Yeah, for sure. So you could also say that, like, I mean, it just works out in the end anyways, so why does it matter? Yeah. Extreme Fire is going to be in Lorenz's wig and transform into him? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, why? I would never do that. Also, I'm running out of food. That's crazy. I can only cook like one meal. And Linhardt doesn't like it. That's bad. It's no good. Lorenz or Lynn does not like vegetable stir fry. I guess we don't really need Lynn to be at max. We can do it anyways. Let's see Lynn just get mad at this. It'd be very funny. Here, let's try this.
Should I be less picky about what I eat? Or should we...
The answer to that question is in the discussion we had. The answer is yes. Objectively. There is no other fact you must objectively enjoy more things. That is the only thing. Say goodbye to all of your reservations. Only enjoy things. If you can't tell, that was sarcasm. In case there was any clarification needed. Sometimes I can make jokes. And sometimes I don't. Not exactly my point. It was more that people with commonly held beliefs can easily find groups to retreat to. They find someone who challenges their beliefs. Yes! Sorry, I don't know if I said something else, but yes. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Shit! I was trying to get taught in Axes, and I'm realizing now I don't think there's anyone who can actually teach me in Axes. God damn it! Why is this game like this? I want to use my professor points on something and I can't. Okay, whatever. Finish. Waste 3 points. Consume product. Get excited for next product. I agree. It's Lysithia's birthday. Alright. Lysithia, happy birthday.
Care to share your thoughts, Professor?
Yes, I love you. I mean, fuck.
Oh, this is
shit.
my favorite tea. Do you, have sugar? Lots, please. I am
Alright.
grateful.
Easy 4 out of 4. Easiest 4 out of 4 of my life.
Some sweets. Anything is fine.
Yeah, didn't recruit Alois, so he can't teach me an Axis. Feels bad, man. Alright. Snacks. Easy. Fucking easy. Alright, next. Allies working together, cooking mishaps? Fuck. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, easy. I was sure about that one. I knew that one. That was the one that I knew. Classes. Classes you might enjoy. Yeah, easy. Easy. Easiest game of my life. Alright.
I'm exhausted by all my incessant thoughts. I just want to empty my mind for now.
Shut the fuck up, Lysithia. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Just stop. Stop saying things. Stop saying words. I am exhausted by my incessant thoughts. I just want to empty my mind. Do you hear that? Do you hear that, chat? I don't want thoughts anymore. I want head empty. I want brain zero. Laugh? Sigh? Disagree? Sigh? Disagree? What am I doing here? Shit, I actually don't know what to say. Am I supposed to laugh at her? Fuck? But why would I disagree with her? Why would I disagree about incessant thoughts and wanting head to be empty? Return to monkey. I'll laugh, I guess. I don't know why I laughed at that, but easy 4 out of 4. Here, have this hair clip.
Thank you.
I love you. I mean, fuck. Shit. Bye.
It was delicious. Invite me again sometime.
Easiest tea party of my life. All right, let's speedrun this next one. Do I have any coffee left? Fuck. I don't have any coffee. Yeah, I have nothing to repair because I prepared last time, right? That was like the entire point of last time. Let's do it. Only I were an owned dog or cat lazing around following the orders of a master. Meow. Meow. Head empty. Zero thoughts. Brain empty.
The Black Eagle Strike Force prepares to invade the kingdom, but the kingdom's new allies, the Knights of Seiros, begin to make an advance of their own. After appearing in Aelel, the Valley of Torment, and following the border south, the Knights of Seiros openly marched to recapture the monastery.
I'm preparing myself. Oh, it might just be Pat. That must have been it. I'm waiting. Thank you for that, Pat.
Right from the north, their flag bears the symbol of the Knights of Seiros.
Their flag bearer? What? Flag bearer?
One of our troops has already intercepted them. Your Majesty, please give us your orders.
How bad does your valley have to be to become the Valley of Torment?
Could it be they journeyed through?
I mean, it's
Is the Archbishop among the enemy ranks? If so,
I wonder if it's gonna be this map.
Understood.
Probably, but
Our enemy knows Garrick Monk inside and out. They can come and
applaud everyone for not making a joke while your mouth was open like that.
Best if we had detected them sooner, but
That's okay. I changed the splash emoji back
Professor, we must hurry and intercept them ourselves.
so that I don't get banned.
Huh. The battle looks to be rather cumbersome. We are still guarding all of Garrick Mach, but there are undoubtedly numerous secret passages. And
Cats like milk, though.
there is still much about this place that we do not know.
1 million eye rolls. You're probably right, though.
We cannot anticipate.
I must head out first to give my orders. I'll meet up with you soon. Call for General Randolph and General Ladislava. Hurry!
Your cat likes milk?
Feels like only yesterday
I like
we called
milk.
This place our home. We must show these fools the error of their ways. They shall pay for the sin of invading Garrick Mach.
I actually used to drink milk, like, every day. I actually fiended milk so hard. Like, actually. Favorite drink. Over anything else.
Oh, but the professor is fighting alongside our foe. The same one who saved my life.
That is true.
Milk junkie.
Though I find
Yeah.
forgiveness difficult, we do owe that wayward soul a debt.
I mean, water over milk overall. I'm actually not a huge fan of water. I think it's alright sometimes.
However, the fact remains that because of the professor, Rhea has long been tormented. To think that the vessel of the goddess, entrusted with the sword of the creator, could go on to... it
Makes sense you'd want to grow taller.
All that has happened has changed Rhea. I imagine it has changed the professor.
Well, how effective was it?
Even if we
I'm
prevail,
taller, right?
I doubt that the church can ever fully return to the way it once was.
Brother?
Dear Flame, I only brought you with me because you were so insistent. Still, no matter what happens, you must not go near the front lines. If
Alright, time to kill flesh. I mean flesh. I mean flame.
You are my reason for breathing.
Question, would you rather be taller or less flat?
I understand. If something
I
were to
find
happen
this
to
question
you,
offensive to
it
my
would break
way of
my
life.
heart. I could not go on either. I cannot help but wonder.
I have a question for you. Would you rather be banned or banned?
Fighting the professor.
What do you think? We're setting the next super chat goal. $5 and I ban Alfredo forever. Banned for life. It's a trick question. Don't answer it. It's a bait. It's a bait. Don't answer the question. Beers almost make you taller. Unfortunately, the Aoge is already adding height. Yep. Listen. This was to prove a point, remember? Just because this model is shorter. The fact that this model is shorter than my other model, the point of it was to prove to all of you that I am actually tall. You have 4 ears? Yeah, and what if I do? I don't want to be banned. That's too close to being Dustborn. Oh, are we defending Garreg Mach? Oh, we're in this map. Oh, we're in the like inverted Garreg Mach map. Wait, so this map happens anyways. That's interesting. Okay, I think this is. I remember this map being a nightmare actually, even with Dimitri. We have 11 units. Shit, who's our last unit? Oh, it's supposed to be Dorothea actually. Why is Hubert here? Get out of here. Then we have Felix with Edelgard. Let's bring Marianne and... Is our last one? I don't think we had another one, right? There's no other... There's no actual, like, third adjutant. Why is Hubert here? Like, I mean, why is he here? We've never used him. Literally, why here? Right. We're just gonna raw dog it. Can I be banned? But with a capital B, so I feel more important? Yes. You're capital B banned. I'm gonna give you my capital B.
Lady Rhea and Catherine are holding back most of the Empire's army, thereby leaving us, the Expeditionary Force, free to recapture the monastery.
Our enemies have followed us even here. How unfortunate.
Your Majesty, the enemy's movement is suspicious. They may have some tactic in mind.
If so, then let's face them without delay.
Fucking...
Form defensive lines and hold them to the death. Strike down all who approach.
Their troop composition is
All right,
also
see ya.
strange. I would bet that they are concealing additional...
Who's laughing now, idiot? Who is laughing now? 60 seconds in the fucking Shadow Realm. How do you feel? How do you feel? Who's smart now, huh? Who's talking shit now? You think you're smart? Think you're like funny or something? Gotcha. Shadow Realm.
Ready for anything.
Oh my god, we're so fucked. Why are we so forward deployed is my question. We're like very forward deployed. Lysithea, kill this man. Oh my god, we just don't even... Holy shit, we do so much... That's why. I was like, why do we do so much damage? Because I wasn't actually targeting the guy.
I do this for all of us.
That was a whole heckin' lot of damage, though.
I'm awake.
I think we just wedge. And then we back off, maybe?
What's my strategy?
No. Get in there. Kill them. Smash. Shit.
Sunshine.
So that's kind of bad.
My orders?
Oh, you can get in there and attack somebody and then not get attacked. Kill. Oh, we did not kill.
Did the trick.
Here.
I will prevail.
I remember this map was very difficult when we did it with Dimitri. Not excited to this, or for this, I guess. Skip. Oh, I got Pabis. Is that how you pronounce it?
The enemy is transporting large quantities of flammable material into the woods. They clearly intend to attack us with fire. We should do all we can to prevent it.
Ah, this is the stuff on the left side, right? They're gonna like send stuff down here or something. They're gonna fire us.
Now.
What the fuck?
So that I may put you out of your misery.
Wait, are they sending the fire already? Fortunately, Seteth isn't as annoying as Commander Randolph since he doesn't send Falcon Knights every other turn. Well, that's good. Wow. It's almost like 28 to hit is like really bad. Bologna. It's not the most effective. It hit though. Very powerful. Okay. See if we can kill this guy. Get him out of here. Nope. Probably didn't need to flim that guy. Alright, Petra, kill this Pegasus Rider. Stop trying to lock on to the stupid shit back there. Kill him. I actually didn't have the best chances of hitting. Can I just like thunder you? No! Out of range. Go! Walking artillery platform. Kill them. Kill them. God damn it. I'm losing brain cells. Kill them! Oh my god, please! Nice. Did you have any to lose? Shit, you caught me. The answer is I actually don't. I have 0 brain cells to lose. Today I learned Pavis, or Pavis, is a type of large shield used by infantry and archers in 900, 14th to 16th century. Or 14th to 16th century, I'm assuming. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. Just too many people. I'm very upset. Okay, now what do we do? Do we have any big AoE attacks? Who has a big AoE attack? Do you have Resonant Lightning, right? Can we just stun him again?
This could be crucial.
Nice. We hit 63%. We hit 63% like they're fucking nothing.
Be smart or I'm finished.
Nice. No one's gonna attack me. Let's go, Assassin. We just missed twice. It happens, but... Yuritsu. Kill him, Yuritsu. Oh, that archer in the back is like gonna kill me. It's not good. A 28 hit, or sorry, 58 hit rate hitting half the time, how unexpected. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? How awful. It's supposed to hit all the time because I'm the one who's attacking. I want all enemy attacks to miss and all of my attacks to hit.
Thanks.
I need to hit more often than my opponents so that I can win the game. It's not actually good. So I just wait? Oh, maybe I take the opportunity to kill this guy. Oh, did I not repair Petra's steel or killer bows? It's kind of awkward. Oopsie doopsie if I've ever seen one. Edelgard being super useful.
Not so fast.
Are those people with the fire, like, transporting their things still? We have to... I'm assuming we have to kill the outpost before we cross, like, the threshold. So maybe what we need to do. No crit, huh? Throw all your shit at them. Make them perish. This game is a lot more calm when I can just sweep them up. Just give him the clean sweep. Okay, well that is not a clean sweep. We're so close to killing them. No. That was unfortunate. Do you have what's it called? You have Vantage. Fuck. What do you need to have Vantage? I don't actually know how the reinforcement events work for this map. The only thing I looked up on the wiki was whether or not Falcon Knight reinforcements were still here and which named units show up. Ah. Shit. Nice. Then can we dunk this guy? Dunk him? Oh, let's go! The 150 is actually insane. Yo, we're crazy at this game. Ah, shit. One of them is actually going to attack me. It's too bad. I think this works. A 3-digit crit? I know, right? Our Lysithea is finally paying off, but Constance isn't because she's dying. Right. Okay, well that activates everybody, so I think I'm gonna not do that. Do it like this. Oh, we can't actually hit this person.
Let's make this quick.
What's my
A
strategy?
frontline dancer died. She's supposed to have evasion. She's supposed to have some evasion.
I will prevail.
Not bad.
It's the archer. If I stand here, it does not help.
That helps.
No, it doesn't help. That's the point. I think we just need to chill. Because I can't get in range to do anything.
I'm awake.
Let's heal you.
Thank you.
My orders?
And we're not going to advance because it triggers all of the reinforcements or triggers the front line to move and stuff. Oh, is Yuritsa gonna die?
I'd hope.
Oh, well, Dorothy is gonna die. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Well, maybe we don't have the best attacks here. I was excited because I was like, look at how good good our attacks are, but it was actually kind of bad. Ferdinand did not kill this mage, and Edelgard had to kill it. Bernadetta killed the church soldiers, so yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna hold the line with this Ferdinand. We're just gonna sit here and wait. And then we're gonna, like, back everyone else off. Because we're not under threat of infinite reinforcements.
What's my strategy?
So we're just gonna blockade. And then move everyone back. And then here, on this side, I don't actually know what we're gonna do to handle it, but I kind of wanted to just like throw a bunch of people here, see if it worked.
I am unafraid.
More fighting.
Like if we heal Yuritsa, and Yuritsa just tank the damage and let these people walk up.
It goes on. Understood.
It's like this attack doesn't look very, or like the defense looks kind of bad, so that person should probably die immediately. And oh, we can stand here so that Lysithea can attack 3 times. But she can't because of spacing. I mean, I guess if
Sunshine.
you only get attacked like once, then maybe it's fine. It's probably not fine. Who can I dance for?
I do this for all of us.
Maybe you.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's probably not great. Dang. Maybe. Well, the problem was that if the dancer's here, then that's not good. But what if I send you here? Yeah. And she has the assassin passive, so. But Dorothea still not being able to frontline is like, well, I mean, it is what it is. Okay, don't die, please. Don't die, please. Don't die, please. Please dodge. Why would they melee attack on a 5%? What are they doing? We're on Maddening, by the way. Alright. Kill him, Lysithea. Murder. Jeez, the 171. Lysithea absolutely blasting people out here. What if the frontline dancers just dabbed and killed all the enemies? What about that? I mean, that would certainly be an accomplishment.
Apologies.
That would certainly be impressive. God, what do they do about all these armored people? Right? Shit. Fatal guards out of range. Can you longbow this person? On a 65? I mean, what if I ran all the way up? There we go. Better. Okay. Just have 2 dancers for infinite movement forehand? Of course. Why didn't I think of that? Hey. We're doing good. We're doing pretty good. I think we need to go send a strike force off to the side, though. To kill these people. So how are we going to accomplish that? Maybe Yuritsa and Lysithea? Oh my god!
The time is now. As long as we stand here, you shall not pass.
I've made a mistake. Surely Constance won't die. Surely Constance will be completely fine. There will be no problems here. And they said you can't just waltz in here. They never considered the 2 dancers. Oh my god, wait, now do I have to deal with these people, like, trying to get to the end thing? Oh, fucking goddamn it, Constance. Okay, so what's the plan here exactly? What is the plan? So if we don't move, do they still spawn? My question.
Let's make this quick.
Because we probably need to back off and stuff, right? Probably something like this. And Edelgard is just the most useful unit ever. Alright. Let's see, does that trigger? No, thank God. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Boy.
Do this for all of us. Sunshine.
What's my strategy?
My orders?
Edelgard. Finish him off, Edelgard. Oh my god, she actually did so much damage. That's insane.
Ready for anything.
Okay. So we need to handle this left side garbage and not have people within range of dying immediately. Except
I will prevail.
The thing is, we can have Petra ready for when the reinforcements get triggered, and then, yeah.
More fighting.
I don't know. Or oh, Ferdinand? Oh, should I be sending Should I be sending Fur? Yeah, it's like the entire right side is basically going to be on standby until we solve the left side, so I guess there's that. And let's try it like this. Just wait here.
The time is now. As long as we stand here, you shall not pass.
Yes, that makes sense to me. So now they're just Bing chilling. Fuck, they didn't die!
Any merit I have pales beside yours.
Do I care about getting attacked? Do you have Lancebreaker? I don't. So what if I just stood in here? Probably good. Get rid of some of these side goobers. Oh, can I use this? To arms! Nice.
No.
Your spirit is admirable.
Would weird for a sword unit to have Lancebreaker? Yeah, I don't remember the weapon triangle though. Which is why I need to check. It's like, does this archer have Vantage? Answer, 90% of the time, yes. Except when they don't. Alright, Ferdinand, don't die, please.
You fiend.
Oh, man.
Bearing ill will against the goddess. This place will be your grave.
I'll have you know the only thing that I think about the goddess is... I was gonna say pray. Praying. Prage. Could you imagine if Ferdinand had the thing? Thighs? Sure. Let's go with that. Man. These people just coming out of nowhere. We're going to wait here. And Ferdinand is going to dodge tank everything. Man. It's just so unfair. It's just not fair to my opponents. For them to have zero chance of hitting them. It's annoying. Lysithea! Kill them! Attacking random Pegasus unit? What if I stood here? That's so funny. So I'm in the way of the Pegasus, but they can't attack Dorothea because there's another legal target. That's so funny. That's actually like...
Well done.
the funniest way to use assassins in this game is just treating them like they're a wall. It's like, we're just gonna put a wall here. And just be like, haha. We're just gonna... You just cannot advance. I appreciate Aloysius' enthusiasm. He's certainly trying. I'm gonna skip. Nice. I like how I'm just not using a bunch of units. It's my favorite. So Flame has, like, insane magic resistance, right? Oh, she does, but I can still kill her.
This makes me terribly sad, but this is my duty, to which I must be true.
Oh, you're not dead yet, unfortunately.
I am unafraid.
I guess we could be concerned about there being a miracle proc. I believe she has that. She's dead. See you later, Flame.
Father, please forgive me. I am returning to Mother now, before you do.
Damn.
Flame! Please, no!
Oh no. Oh, she is dead. Oh, look at how dead she is. Flame, more like slain! Got him! Fucking got him. Yo, we got him so hard. Yo, we got him so bad. Damn. Shit. I mean, see, here's the problem, is that now we just have this Lysithea just bing chilling here. So what I think I want to do, we're going to do this. We're going to perform a maneuver. It's a really bad maneuver, and I want you to not witness this. But just simply do not witness, do not pay attention to what we are doing. Oh. That's not the no pregante wall. I have made a mistake. Can I go and poke this person and then back off? Do it like this, maybe. Run away, please. Nice. I like how Bernie is still an obnoxious Kanto unit even in this playthrough. Very funny to me. There's a chance that not giving Ferdinand the alert stance is bad, but we're just gonna do it anyways. We're gonna continue waiting. I would give my thanks to 2RAM Number for making dodge tanking so OP, but most of these enemies have 0 hit rate against Ferdinand. So thank you, 3 houses, for giving us broken stuff. Can I go poke this person? Annihilates them immediately. Yes. Good job, Bernie Bear. We're proud of you. We're proud of our Bernie here. I'm actually so glad that the Lysithea build is working out. Like, it's that thing where, like, you know, we knew it was gonna work, right? Like, all the theory was there, but actually seeing her bow people down doing, like, 160 damage to just everything is insane. I love it. It's like, Lysithea, kill! Except it actually worked this time. Last time we tried to get Flame to do it, except it didn't work. But this time we got it to work. Because it's Lysithea, she's a broken unit. Yeah. Hunter's Volley is a funny button, I agree. Hunter's Volley, more like funny volley. We just give them the funny. Hee volley. Hee volley. This is the funny joke button. Alright. I live. Alright, Ferdinand, get in there. Fucking get in their face, Ferdinand. Fuck them up. Fuck them up, Ferdy. Alright, we're just gonna wait. because I don't want to deal with my other people getting run over. Finally, we got a crit on Ferdinand. That's crazy. It's been so long. We're gonna trust that Lysithea doesn't randomly die. Which is probably not something I should trust, but we're trusting it anyways. Jokes, we're not trusting it. Ooh, what if I did this? Actually, hold on a second. Are you ready for me to perform the first thing in the entire game? This is my first time doing this. We're going to perform what is known as a warp skip. I guess the extra movement wasn't necessary. It's my first time teleporting onto the boss's face. Lysithea, funny button, go!
Gerald,
damn, he just died.
I did it. I protected the monastery.
Nice.
Our enemy's
Got him.
is in ruins. Still, we must tread carefully.
We killed him. They dodged. He's missing the whole killing enemies part, but a one-man army... Oh, part of the one-man army, but he's basically there. Oh yeah, for the dodge tanking? Yeah. He's like 90% of the way there. He does like basically 90% of it. Okay, let's let the flyers walk up maybe? Actually no, let's just wait. We're not in a rush. We're just gonna do the classic Fire Emblem, wait 70 turns to move everybody into the position so that we can not get fucked over by the NPCs walking up to us. Alright, Lysithea, go! Speed!
Improvement.
Speed! I can't believe I aggressively used warp for movement. That was broken. Excuse me. Alright, Ferdinand. Do your job. Be useful. Get up to here. Dance! Dance for him. Dorothea can hopefully attack somebody with her sword. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. We haven't been doing. Alright. Move it. Oh, fuck, that actually hit. Ferdinand! You had one job. You had one job, Ferdinand. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Remember when I said Lysithea was going to kill? Who? Oh, wait, why am I trying to dance when there's nothing? Alright. Remember the killing machine? Wow. Die.
Trespassing on holy ground is a grave sin indeed. You must atone for it with your life.
I agree, Setath. Atone for it with your life. Fuck, we missed! Can't believe it. Can't believe we actually missed.
That helps.
Go! Kill move! Nice.
I have lived many years. Yet, there was still more I wished to do.
Damn. That's unfortunate, Setath. Maybe you should have considered not dying.
Good work, everyone. We've
Right.
repelled the principal.
Oh, the free XP! We gave up on the free XP. We probably could have had more free XP. Lysithea was the MVP. Who would have guessed? I never would have guessed that Lysithea was the MVP
I require a
when
damage
she
report
literally
for
killed
this.
everything.
Yes, Your Majesty. We will have to make inquiries about the status of the main army.
You chose to finish the map? I was just excited that Lysithea was gonna go nut on everybody with her magic bow. It was very impressive. Okay, let's watch the epilogue of this one.
Lady Rhea, I am afraid I must report that we lost Setath and Flame.
Yeah, we killed him
We
dead.
were able to make a clean sweep of those who came to attack us. The unit that invaded the monastery has been completely driven away. A bitter disappointment.
I fear we can do nothing but retreat for now.
Yeah, we absolutely destroyed them.
Seteth. Flame. First my mother, and now those two have been stolen away as well? Must you take everything from me?
Lady Rhea.
No amount of repentance will bring your wretched soul salvation.
Damn. Why is Rhea such a baddie? Like, why is she like that, dude? Why is Rhea so bad? Damn. I want Rhea to kick my ass. Wood. Holy moly, wood. Sniper Lysithea is basically a roundabout way to get a second +2 magic range staff. I suppose that's a way of looking at it. I was gonna say, the broken part of Hunter's Volley that I thought of was Lysithea gets to double everybody for free, when Lysithea would not normally double everybody except for, like, armored units. But now it's just double everybody every time. So she just, like, kills everything. And with higher crit chance, too, because Hunter's Volley has crit chance baked into it. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of insane. I was like, damn, this is crazy. Really wish we got our Lysithea earlier. You shush, Kane. I didn't mean anything by it. Just because I want to be a piece of furniture that Rhea sits on means absolutely nothing about anything, okay? That's why the move is broken. A 4-range Brave move is insane. Yeah, for real.
Be chained to the Valley of Torment. Eternally walk the desert until the skin rots from your bones.
Damn! Damn! I mean, like, damn, crazy. Man, what's this Valley of Torment place sound like? Like, I don't know, I'm just wondering what's going on there.
I will ensure that you pay for your sins, Professor!
Damn. She's mad.
I swear it!
She's so angry. Look how angry she is, damn.
Your Majesty, I am so sorry.
Silence. We must tend to your wounds.
Damn, did Fleisch die?
No good. I can't be saved.
Oh no, Randolph died.
You must know that. Ladislava has also passed. The enemy has withdrawn.
Damn.
You are safe now.
Understood. Good work.
You're on the denial stage. I deny nothing. I only speak
Another
the truth.
Loss on my watch. As more blood wets my feet, they grow heavier with each step. Remorse, resentment, despair. I have dispensed with all such things to come this far.
And we must keep moving forward.
Hubert, tell me the status of the enemy.
I mean, this is nice. I like that. Those lines were good. I like them a lot.
Some known commanders have been slain.
See, that was the shit that I was talking about that I was expecting to see from the Claude map, where, like, you can clearly tell she is very upset, right? It's like, I can't believe I let more people die, despite the fact that I have tried to get rid of, as she was saying, like, remorse and whatever. Like, she's clearly very still upset about it, right? So that's like conflict, internal conflict. Those lines were good.
The most worthy of mention among the dead was the second in command to Rhea herself, Seteth. With the death of Alois, the Knights of Seros have taken a huge blow as well. Garrig Mach has not taken much damage, and so it would not be out of line to claim it as a victory for us.
I'm simultaneously surprised and not surprised YouTube blocked that. Oh no. Oh no. God forbid women have hobbies. Yeah, I mean, like, chaining people to the Valley of Torment. I mean, like, you know, where do I sign up?
Yes. We'll call that a victory. Although, I'm sure they will say the same.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Oh, what a terrible opponent that was! Why is the church always like this? How am I supposed to train for that? It was way too scary.
Bernie should probably stay in her room. Because she is too terrified of hatred. Yeah, what is it? Oh, is this one of those like band cards? Because that's really funny. And will flake your skin from your flesh and the flesh from your bones and scrape your bones dry, and still you will have not suffered enough. Jeez! Holy shit! That's crazy. Yo. That's insane. Is this one of those banned cards? Oh no, it's legal. It's legal in all of the things. I just, you know, I know that they banned some things just because contextually they sounded bad, but it is playable. You can play that card.
When I saw the enemy enter Garreg Mach, I prepared myself mentally for death. I thought it would be a fine time to die, but I suppose it wasn't quite the time after all.
You know what would have been really funny? If Lynn died in the last scene and he wasn't here. Just make this dialogue very ironic and funny.
Our luck was good to have grabbed victory. The church has great strength. We must not have grief, but must keep fighting. Can we be fighting now?
This was certainly a momentous victory. We lost a lot, but we also gained a lot. Certain lords in the kingdom have examined the situation again and decided to join our cause.
Oh, interesting.
Changing their fealty based on just one battle. They are all a disgrace to the nobility.
What do you mean? That's literally what nobility does all the time, Ferdinand. Are you okay? Lynn takes the big nap.
Our enemy held
the big sleep. The sleep forever.
If we must fight to the death with that kind of opponent, what will become of this world?
There's no stopping me. I'm ready to go strike the kingdom here and now. Everyone must see that we can easily unite Fodlan, don't you think?
Excellent job, everyone. The battle is over now. While we have sustained heavy losses, our foe has suffered far more.
Although not exactly as planned, a win is a win. It may be safe to say that there will be no more obstacles on our way to the next battle.
We will break through the Tailteen Plains and then set course for Ferdiad, the kingdom capital. The final chapter of our fight with the kingdom and the church is close at hand.
What do you mean by that, Edelgard? What do you mean by that? What exactly do you mean by that? The final chapter. Are you perhaps suggesting that the next time might be the final chapter?
Part 2.
Do you know Tempest Stronghold Exodus Limited had a possible turn 1 kill? I did not know that.
Lady of
what was it?
After a narrow victory over the Knights of Saros at Garreg Mach, the Black Eagle Strike Force hopes to secure a route to Ferdiad, the kingdom capital.
Lotus Petal, Raging Goblin, Swamp Mountain, 2x Dark Ritual, Hatred. That's hilarious. That's very funny. I did not think that all of those were there at the same time. But yeah, because like Dark Ritual is like a common, right? Like, you could just have that. You could just have Dark Ritual.
The time has finally come to invade the kingdom capital. Or so I declared. In truth, we'll be advancing to a different location.
Oh, interesting.
Only you and the rest of the Black Eagle Strike Force can know. Please bear that in mind.
Of course. You got it, ma'am.
Seems you've already anticipated our intentions, Professor. Well done. Before Ferdiad, we must take Aryan Road, which lies near the border between the Empire and the Kingdom. As a city on the boundary of the two territories, it must be taken at once.
There are many mages within Aryan Road. We will also face Cornelia, a general of the kingdom.
Oh, we've already done this map.
We must also contend with Rodrigue, the head of House Frildarius, as well as his troops. Once we defeat them, Aryan Road will be ours.
I hear Cornelia has a suspicious magic weapon at her disposal. We must attack before the enemy can respond with defensive measures. That is why we are preparing an assault before even our allies are aware. Even within our ranks, there is no way to know with certainty that there is not a rat among us who would leak such information.
When Aryan Road falls, we'll focus on striking Ferdiad from both the south and the east. The deeper we carve our way into kingdom and church territory, the more favorable our position. As ever, I'm counting on you, my teacher.
Alrighty. Cool. So I guess next time we will be doing the thing. Wait, why didn't it play that? Wait, hold on a second. Did this not play? Did I completely miss that? That was from 42 minutes ago. Yo. Yeah, that was when we banned Alfredo. Hey, thank you for the thing. What it's Streamlabs, you think? Damn. Why didn't it... Did I completely miss that? Did I just not see it? Was I, like, focused? I didn't hear the sound effect. Damn. I should probably make better sound effects. So I can hear them. But I'm scared that if they're, like, too obnoxious, then I'll have to hear them. And then I'm like, oh my god, it's so obnoxious.
So loud that my voice is gonna reach the sky.
Who knew I'd have an opportunity to show off my singing voice?
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed either, Anna, because you're not part of the main group. Yuritsa's birthday. Oh, we don't have any gold. I kind of want to see what this is. What do you think he likes? What about this?
What do you want? Thank you.
What do you think? What do you think Yuritsa likes talking about, huh? What are you thinking here? You have received a donation. Terrible. That'd be so awful.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. You seem different. Oh, fuck. Childhood memories? What? Why does Yuritsa want to talk about childhood memories? Cats?
Oh.
Wait? Is Yuritsa just cute? Wait, is Yuritsa a big cutie? Wait, hold on a second. Wait, he wants to talk about cats.
Yes. Oh.
Yo. Why does Yuritsa likes cats? That's cute.
I'm deathly allergic to this sort of thing.
What? To tea time? We've got to laugh at him, right? Admonish? Nod? I don't know what's correct here. Maybe nod? We just nod?
I disagree.
Okay, I don't know what we were supposed to do. Maybe commend because he's doing the tea party even though he doesn't want to? I don't know. Yeah, commend him for coming anyways. That's what I thought. Probably. You're curious to know how Yuritsa is. Alright.
What's the matter? Not hungry?
What are you doing?
I'm partaking in some sweet delights. Is there a problem?
You have a sweet tooth?
Yes.
Yes!
I am a person too. What I eat is nobody's business but my own.
You fucking tell him. You tell him, Yuritsa. Ain't no one's business that you're eating peach sorbet. That's no one else's business but your own.
If you need something, spit it out. My ice cream is melting.
Nah, you're good, Yuritsa. Eat your ice cream, fam. I was thinking about training.
Perhaps after I finish devouring this treat.
Okay. Are you really the Death Knight?
And I am not. At the moment, I am Yuritsa von Hrim, the Emperor.
My killing machine can't be this cute.
As the Death Knight, but he is merely an illusion. A demon who resides in my heart. He is not me. Not who I am at my core.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, I mean, I thought Yuritsa talked before about how, like, he can't really abandon the identity of being the Death Knight, or, like, his mind was corrupted or something. Like, in certain times when you talk to him, which maybe, again, like, the core narrative and this is a DLC character, like, conflict maybe, so they might have thought of something else different later, but it was like, when we talked to Yuritsa with Mercedes, I believe, he's like, you must go, take this lance, and also, like, if I see you again, I will kill you. Right? So I wonder why he would say that, or why he can't not be the Death Knight when this individual appears to understand that the Death Knight is just, like, a title or, like, a mantle that he has to wear, rather than a real thing. So that's interesting.
He thrives and feasts upon blood, death, suffering. So
Maybe it's when he has the mask on.
I prefer to just be myself. Yuritsa, I would like to be who I truly am.
Oh. Or Yuritsa. You don't gotta be... You don't gotta be a Death Knight, buddy.
I'm incapable of enjoying my dessert with you gawking at me like that. I have no further words for you. Go.
Understandable. Wow, he likes ice cream. No shit. No shit. Who would have guessed? You think maybe it's because he was eating ice cream? Well, now I want to see what the rest of his supports are, Professor. He's just a big softie. Except for the twin-headed eagle, heavy armor, certification for the Emperor class. Sure, what does that do? Oh damn, holy shit.
Anything to grow stronger.
That's kind of cool. What does it do? What does your thing do? Does +4. Oh, I guess we don't know yet because we haven't mastered the class. I think we talked about this, right? What does this actually do? This doesn't do anything, right? I think I remember us talking about this. He also had that one support conversation where he was going crazy with the Death Knight, almost taking him over. So I think the demon in my heart is slightly literal. Oh, interesting. Maybe it's like actually a cursed object or something. Class locked combat art. Oh, we talked about this. It was you can lock them in place or something. It's like a stun effect. Because I asked you guys to tell me. And I was like, yeah, I don't really know. I once again, the only thing I could think of the purpose of that being is like you are forcing someone to melee combat you, so you stay there. I think that was the only use case. Which is kind of interesting, but not super useful. So, anyways, that's going to be it for today. We just, like, blazed through that one. It was, like, 50 minutes. We just, like, killed him. Isn't it awesome when we actually do our paralogs and then we leveled up and we're, like, we actually have good units and stuff? Isn't that crazy? What are you, crazy? Are you out of your mind? What I mean isn't exactly that it is a demon, but rather that it is something in his heart that he cannot control. Oh, maybe. Sure. I mean, we call it PTSD, right? Right? Right, guys? I think that's what we call it. Alrighty, so, that's gonna be it. Hey, if you're still here, I'll say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support, as always. And, we're gonna be playing Monster Hunter Wilds on, like, Friday, probably Saturday. Yeah, happy Halloween. If you want to go see that model debut, it's a Gumi on Twitch. I have no idea what she has planned, but I worked on it. Woo, yippee. Tomorrow, 7 EST. That's if everything goes well. I don't know. I never know. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's good, but I don't know. Maybe it's not good. He sees himself as Yuritsa, and the Death Knight is just something he has to deal with. Maybe I could see that. I mean, I don't know. Well, I want to see more of his support. Yeah, happy Halloween to anyone who's celebrating that. And Monster Hunter Friday. All right, see ya. Bye, everybody. I was gonna put the flag down, but I don't think I have that toggle. Doesn't do anything. All right, bye, everybody. Bye. When we meet again, I won't be small. I'll be so tall. I'm gonna be so much taller. It's gonna be crazy.